Let's jump into the Discord. Okay. That's good. What are we looking at for the gate? Gate looks good. Levels. Okay, okay. I'm playing D&D tonight too? Nice! Okay, so if I go to roll 20, I need to get rid of me. No more Techsmith. No more camera on this. Okay. First time as not the DM in like 20 years. Hot damn, Grumpy. Nice. Congratulations. Congratulations. Escaping the grip of the DM. No more Techsmith. Good, good. Thank you for coffee, my dear. I had a very big day, and it ain't over yet. We kind of have like the most fucking important moment coming up. Let's turn that off. Let's turn the camera off so it doesn't eat up any computer goodies. Haven't had a chance to practice my narrative intro, so let's hope that goes well. We still see you, Techword? That is impossible. I can turn off my light. That's kind of nice. It is very dark in here. On roll 20 with friends on dark side? That is fucking awesome, Grumpy TV. Better than last week? Yes. Yeah, last week was fucking insane. I don't know, lots. I know, right? For those of you who don't already know, tomorrow, as the stream title says, there will be more Mar tomorrow. It is a date night and dragon special of Mar, just me and Kaylee. And through today's just Lou and God. And through today, we will kind of get a little bit of an idea of what that is going to be like. So it would behoove you to watch today and tomorrow, and probably not just tomorrow. Tonight will inform tomorrow. It's a Lou adventure. It is a Lou adventure. It is just Lou. And today will inform that. Have a sip of this coffee. It looks so fucking good. I'm not really sure what the map stuff is going to look like. We'll see. I was thinking of calling tomorrow's session Lou Looks for God in all the wrong places. Holy shit, everybody's here, guys. It's fucking go time. Are you fucking ready, chat? Are you ready for the next fucking episode of Mar? Because I am. Hot fucking damn. Let's fucking do it, guys. Let's get into session 53, episode 53 of Monsters Ain't Real. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm not BRB making dinner. Well, Venalis, you have a minute, just a little over a minute. You have less than a minute now, Venalis. That's okay. We'll do a recap and stuff first. I won't eat dinner? Good. You'll be just like me then, Venalis. Fucking deal with it. No dinner is a fucking prerequisite for Mar. DM isn't prepared anyway. Wow. Hope I don't go into diabetic shock. Yep. I sure hope you do too, but if not, I sure hope you got an insulin shot there. You wimp.
Wow.
Okay. Well. Hello.
Well.
Okay, guys. I think we're basically ready to start.
Nice.
And we are missing one person in roll 20. That might be Jake. But we can start today by welcoming folks to our tabletop RPG stream called Monsters Ain't Real, where we use a modified D&D 5e rule set to enjoy some good old-fashioned RPG fun set in a high fantasy universe. To anyone new, all the old episodes are up on YouTube, but I highly encourage you to just hang out and watch anyway, see if this is your thing. Let's start with a little tiny bit of a recap. Last time, you guys made it through 3 sentences of the campaign. I had 20 pages ready, and you guys made it through 3 sentences.
Yes.
Yeah, I had written, bring Gerby back to town, party retires at an inn, party returns to sorting hall. And you guys didn't make it all the way through the 3rd sentence, okay? That's how little we got done of the campaign last time.
I'm savoring it.
Yeah, didn't even get to the 3rd sentence. But there's not a ton of recap in terms of like some of the main campaign progression, but you guys used an ultra demonic horse god horse bus to get you back to town. You dropped off Gerby at the orphanage at a terrifying after terrifying the other kids. You scooped up the dead hippogriff to investigate its wounds, and then you spent the night at an inn. Galdrick realized a few things. He couldn't contact his butler, so he went to the noodle shop where he was finally able to. And then he realized that he couldn't escape his flesh suit. His eyes could no longer come out. And the butler said that they would work on a new suit as soon as possible, as well as getting some green ink buildings. But that would take quite a bit of time. Slump had his first ever hint of success at communicating with one of the noodle golems. And Lou contacted her god, Ogma, and received her gold buddy back, and found out that apparently Lou too had reached out to Ogma. In the morning, you guys decided to take the hippogriff corpse to the library, because that's a thing that makes sense, in hopes that they would be able to help you identify what attacked it. On your way to the library, you noticed an interesting rock formation with symbols that seemed to correlate to the ink colors, as well as a few extra symbols that were foreign. You added that to the list of things you wanted to investigate at the library, but unfortunately, some guards found you. Oh, I gotta turn off my alert sounds. Thank you very much, VCN. Unfortunately, some guards found you and informed you that you need to report to the sorting hall every morning to receive your appropriate ribbon and assignments. As such, they made it quite clear that you had to go now. Refusal would mean that you would end up in jail or in something that they called the Free City. And that is basically where we pick up. Let's get started with the narrative camera. Gotta turn off this music. Let's dive in to the narrative camera. Oops, that got too big. Okay. The camera opens on 8 stones arranged in a circle. This is the circle that was observed in the city of Rena. These are the stones that the party stopped by last time. The stones are roughly 5 feet tall with smooth backs and angular fronts, like large stone wedges, all pointing to a spot in the center of the circle. The circle itself is built of low stones, and in the very center are 4 more large stone wedges. But all of these ones in the center are touching, forming a stone pillar that the other 8 are pointing to. The outer stones are marked with symbols. 4 of them have circles, 4 have other symbols, and the inner stones are marked with complex arrangements of symbols, almost like a language. As the camera pulls back, there is no city of Rena here. We look up and we see there is no Tower of the Healing Hand. There are no sidewalks or carefully arranged trees. There is blood and bodies, mountains of them. We look up at these heaping mounds of bodies and we see them twisted and broken, piled around this arrangement of stone. The sky is black and cracks with blue lightning. Blood flows as a river from these mountains of bodies towards the stone circle. As we look back down at the stone circle again, we see a figure. They're wearing long, dark robes, and we can't identify their gender, but they have 4 more people who look magically forced into kneeling positions in front of them. They wave their hands, and the heavens tremble with thunder. The earth shakes, and these 4 people shudder and break into twisted corpses. The robed individual swipes their hand, and the bodies go hurtling through the air into one of the piles. The individual begins to laugh as they raise their hands. Reality twists and bends. The sky folds in on itself, the earth swells, and the person laughs. With a sudden strike, they bring their hands down with a cataclysmic weave, and the laughter grows. And it shakes the stones, and it shakes the earth, and it shakes the very foundations of reality. And then we come back to our party in the city.
I don't think that robed person was a good person.
I was going to say, so were we watching this all take place, or was
Nope.
this like a vision of history?
This is a vision of something that's not right here, right now, but it involved either this stone circle or one that looks exactly like it.
Someone told Volus a really good joke.
Laughing about it for centuries.
Yeah. That one's a little bit of a bonus narrative intro for having come across these stones.
Oh,
So good job, guys.
we unlocked a cutscene.
You unlocked a cutscene. Yeah. It's one of those things where you walked too close to the stones and it triggered a cutscene where the camera cut to black. You all saw. None of you saw this. Like the players. None of you saw this.
No.
So,
We saw
yeah.
the cutscene. Now we have to chase this, even though it's not related to the
God.
plot.
Yep.
Until we hit the invisible wall.
No.
Then realize that we need something that's back for the main campaign before we can go further. Then we have to loop back into the main campaign to get the red key card.
Oh my God.
I'm having PTSD.
Okay. So you guys are in the city, and a couple guards walked up to you, and they said, like, you need to go to the sorting hall. Like, everyone needs to go first thing in the morning. You guys said, we really need to go to the library. Like, we need to bring this dead hippogriff to the library. And,
Don't question it.
yeah, and they said, like, there is no other way. You have to go now, or else you go to the dungeon or the free city. And they started escorting you to the sorting hall.
Oh
And-
my God. Fuck these guards.
Oh my God.
Where we were. I just remembered what was happening.
Yeah.
I was going to ask where we were. I'm glad he's saying this.
Sorting hall is here, right beside where somebody really, really pointed to a stone. Just
Oh man, who did that?
pointed the fuck to that stone. Hold
I
on.
would like to investigate that stone.
Wow.
Oh, thank you. Beautiful.
Hey, yo, Galdic, what's with this stuff?
God, the fucking stone disappears and it's not there anymore, and
Oh, that's
nobody
weird.
can
It's
see
just
it.
there, but now it's not there anymore. It makes me more interested.
Oh my God.
How mysterious. We should really
How mysterious.
investigate that
Hey,
area.
guards, do you know what's up with this stone?
Actually, you know what?
There was one stone.
Okay.
Now there's no stones.
Okay.
I
so-
rip off Jake's dick.
oh my
Oh.
God.
There were 3 dicks. Now there's 2.
If you guys would like, you can roll investigation checks on that stone.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep.
I drew that over a roll.
Which is plus intelligence.
Thanks, I forgot already.
Wow.
I'm not
Wow.
Okay. Ah, no
Had to
problem.
roll the natural 20, eh?
It's good because you
Good
did it. It's
morning,
perfect.
everyone.
It's
Let's
the
go.
perfect
Oh
thing.
my God. Okay. It's funny. I was just telling people earlier in my fucking morning stream, I was like, you know, as long as a person doesn't roll a natural 20, like you can hold back whatever they wanted that you didn't want to give them. So if they're like, I want to do this very specific thing, you can set like an internal DC at 20. And as long as they don't get that 20, you can make it a partial success. I said, there's only a 5% chance that they roll a natural 20. So you can kind of play the odds. So I guess fuck me. Okay. Well, it's kind of underwhelming, really. By looking at this, fucking Jake, you get a real good look at this stone and you notice a couple things. It's not the same kind of stone as the ones at the circle. Like, you know that for damn sure. All the stones at the circle were the exact same type of stone. The outer ones, the inner ones, and the cobblestones that made the circle themselves. They were all the exact same kind of stone. This is an entirely different type of stone. It also looks newer. And the symbol is not exactly the same as the one at the circle. This does not seem to be one of those stones. This is a remake or an homage or a dedication to. This is not
Okay.
one of those stones.
And I'm not super sure from the map. Is this technically like the side yard of the sorting house, or is this yard like belong to this building over here?
It belongs to the building over there.
Okay, what is that building? Or is it many?
You guys don't know yet. You haven't been in there.
I walk in there, run away from the guards, and I run in there.
You get killed. You
Oh, no.
you take 5 steps and a guard hurls their fucking trident through the back of your skull.
See ya.
Well, let's see. Hold on. We had to at least pass it. We had to have passed it to get to where we are.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
So was there signage? We haven't been in, but like, is there anything like out front or outside?
Okay. There's no signage. It seemed actually like it was a house. It's out of place. It's not in the typical housing district, but it seemed like there was no signs. There was no, no signs of any sort out front on the building itself. The windows had nothing in them. It looked like an abandoned building, but it was absolutely pristine and clean, and obviously in use. So that's why I kind of gave the impression that it's like a house.
Okay.
Yep.
Is there anyone outside the building or going in and out?
No one's going in and out. Yeah, it's not trafficked like a place of business either,
Right.
which is
I'm-
weird. You do notice that is weird.
I'm not gonna like stop or break stride because I don't want to javelin to the back of the head. I'll keep going to the sorting house.
Or just having a sip of coffee. Okay. You guys make your way back to the sorting hall. And as you're there, the guards like point to the hippogriff. They're like, you can't take that in there.
Well, I'm not going to leave it out here because it's going to cause a mess.
Be a whole other problem.
Okay, well, I mean, we can take that from you. Where do you want us to throw it in the garbage? Like, why are you dragging it around?
I want Slump to point inside the sorting hall and say, "How long do people go to work in there in a day?"
Well, I mean, you just go in, you get your ribbon, and then, you do whatever it is.
People who are there giving out the ribbons, how long is the shift?
Oh, they usually work until about noon.
And then what?
And then they, I don't know what they do after that. Their job is done. They wander around.
What happens if they have a blood sugar problem? Do they get to bring in a lunch?
I mean, technically, yes.
It's a Slump's lunch. You're gonna say Slump can't have his lunch?
I can give you something.
Slump can't afford Tupperware container or medievalware container to bring Slump's lunch in. That means that now he doesn't get lunch.
Okay.
You want to bring Slump a container? Go ahead and bring Slump a container.
You're gonna be like 20 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
Are you gonna have
has a rumble in his tum tums in 20 minutes?
Can I get you some sausages or something? You can take those in.
No.
It's bleeding everywhere.
Well, not for long.
But it's
Gotta run
gonna.
out sooner or later.
But it's
only has a finite amount of blood, man. Here, let me think about it.
Okay, that's disgusting.
Huh.
That's
See,
It's not bad.
he needs num nums.
okay. I would really appreciate it if you didn't bring the giant, molting, dead, falling apart bird into the sorting. Do you want us to take it? What do you need it for?
No.
Slump needs it for nums.
Okay, we can give
Well-
you some other food.
No,
Okay,
it needs to
listen
be
here.
protected for another reason.
We were on the other side of town, minding
Yeah.
our own business, trying
Yeah.
to take care of this bird. You said, stop what you're doing, come over here. Now you're telling me I can't take the bird in?
That's
when you're the one
correct.
that bring it over here?
I guess, okay, I should have. Did you want us to bring it over there? Do you want us to bring it back over there? It can't just lay in the street.
What if
We were
Slump puts it
taking-
in a bush?
Well, yeah, that could work. But we were taking it. You remember we were
That's kinda
taking
like
it to the
compost.
library
Yeah, Slump was hoping to take it to the library.
because we want to learn. We want to learn more about
You
it.
know what this thing is? Can you tell Slump?
Well, it looks like a super dead hippogriff.
But like, look
Wow.
at the weird.
You should get a promotion.
Also, that.
Okay.
I want to like
Look at the weird injury.
with my eyes as wide as they can go.
Okay. Okay. I don't think this belongs in the library. Do you want
They
to?
know
Who else can
things
tell us
there.
what it is? Is there like a adventure explorer man? Maybe someone who wears a little hat and got sent back in time through a game board to get covered in paint in a big superstore.
What the?
That's a
That's a what?
that's a good idea. Is there
No?
that?
Okay.
Is there that?
No. Well, we do have. If you want to know about this, I mean, we could just have the lorologist tell you about hippogriffs.
Oh, there's a
Lorologist.
Okay,
Lorologist?
look, we're not interested in the griff. We know what the hippogriff is, okay? Here,
Yeah.
look at this. Here, let's see if you're actually useful. I'm going to give you a shot. And if you fail,
Okay.
I'm going to hate you forever. And I'm
Okay.
going to watch you die in the street and not lift a finger to help you, okay? So, look.
It really sounds like maybe you need to go to the free city.
Okay.
No,
okay,
no,
stop,
no.
stop. Be cool. Listen, I'm trying to give you a chance. You not want the
Okay.
chance? You not want the chance?
Well, I'm the guard. I think you need a chance.
I'm going to do my job today. Can I give you a chance to do yours?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Thank you. You are so attractive, by the way.
Thank you. You know what? I heard you saying that to the other guard. I'm starting to think that you just say that to all the guards.
Maybe
No,
he
the
just
other
thinks
guy was
everyone's
actually
beautiful.
attractive. I'm just trying to butter you up. Okay. So
Okay.
listen. You see these bites right here? These scratches?
Yeah.
These inflicted wounds?
Yeah.
What do you think caused that? Because it wasn't us.
Something with teeth?
But what with? I mean, what? There's so many things with teeth.
I mean, probably something big, right?
Well, it came out. It was like it was coming out of the east, right?
Okay.
That's a hint for you. Then what do you think?
That it wasn't coming from the west?
Oh, guys.
Okay, do we know? I am eating dinner. I apologize. I'm really full. The barb devil. Do we aware that that's called a barb devil? I
Yes.
forget.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, we encountered this guy. Okay.
Uh-huh.
When we were trying to protect Gerby.
Uh-huh. Gerby? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Gorby.
Oh God, that hippogriff
Okay.
is not going down well.
Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. No, it sounds like it's really fighting.
Yeah.
It's probably been dead for far too long for
Okay.
eating.
Yeah, I'm all right. Okay, listen, that's okay. Well,
Okay.
now I feel personally attacked. All right.
Wow.
Okay, so we were attacked by this thing,
Yep.
but this thing was already half dead.
Okay.
We then tracked that because we were still looking for Gerby. He got
Mhm.
lost as per
Mhm.
usual. I would assume.
Yep.
We then
No, that's
followed him
definitely
into-
for usual.
Yeah, and then we ran into a barbed devil. Are you
Okay.
familiar with them?
They're not around here, but yeah, I've heard of them.
Okay, well, we encountered one and we killed it. It
How
tried to
far
make-
away were you?
And I don't know, like, and I point like, what would you? What's the?
You were
length?
maybe 500 meters beyond the tree line.
500 meters from a tree line that way over there. Pretty dang.
That's impossible.
Probably
Well, the
still in
body's
the
probably
cave.
still there. So
The Barb Devil's body?
yeah,
Okay, that's a problem.
it didn't like disappear, did it?
Nope, it was still absolutely there.
Yeah,
Did
it's
Slump
the
eat
body's
some?
still like there. It's still dead. It was either
Oh,
carry
yeah.
that or carry the hippogriff.
Yeah, Slump did eat some. There's a little bit less there than maybe would totally be
Maybe
there.
minus a leg, yeah.
Yeah. And as we killed it, well, the Barb Devil was all like,
Yeah, you think I'm bad? Wait till you see what's coming from the east.
That's a pretty good impression. That's pretty good.
I've
You
never,
really nailed it. Yeah.
I've never. Is it really that dramatic?
Yeah.
Oh,
It took
Okay.
a long time.
Oh my
It fought.
God.
It didn't want to go.
Okay, well,
I didn't know where it started.
God. Okay. All right, that's a problem.
so that led us to, we examined that thing. That thing doesn't have teeth big enough to do what damage happened to this thing. This thing was coming from the east, so we're trying to figure out what's headed towards your fucking city. It's
Okay.
coming from the east.
Okay.
So
just
excuse
wanna
me
help.
for not going to the goddamn sorting hall when I'm trying to protect your city. I'm still doing the goddamn job.
Whoa.
Yeah,
My
what he
frustration
said. And then other loud sounds as well.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, I'll tell you what. Okay, this seems really important. Okay, hold on. We need to get this corpse to the Archmages. We need to go get the Barb Devil's corpse. If it's actually a Barb Devil, we need to bring that to the Archmages. And you guys need to go see the Lorologist and tell him everything. Well, I guess you gotta go to the sorting hall first. Damn it! Stupid sorting hall. Okay, listen.
wow.
Yeah, not to be like that guy, but that's exactly what we fucking said.
Yeah,
Okay, I get it. No, I get it now.
I shoot him. I pull out my gun and I shoot him.
Okay.
It was working.
He says, okay, listen, I will go in with you. One of the guards says, I'll go in with you to the sorting hall, because we need you to help us right now. I'm going to detach a detachment of detached guards out to the don't laugh at me, lady.
Sorry.
It's very rude. It's very
was a-
rude.
I apologize.
Okay, I'm going to send some guards out to pick up the Barb Devil's corpse. We can handle taking the Hippogriff and the Barb Devil to the Archmages. You guys need to go to the Lorologist and tell him everything you found after we go into the sorting hall and get this all figured out.
Okay, well, be careful though.
About
It's
the
well,
dead
there was a Barb
Hippogriff?
Devil out there. Maybe there's something else.
Oh,
If things are fleeing out of the east, maybe who knows what else is in the forest right now.
all right. I mean, that's a good point. We'll send a couple extra guards.
All right, not too bad. I'm sorry. I feel like we just got. Whenever my blood sugar's low, I get really cranky. I'm sorry.
I didn't realize blood sugar was such a big deal for you guys.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You should.
Wow, everyone's so impressed with your steady blood sugar.
More important. What do you mean by you guys?
What do you mean by you guys?
What do you mean by
That's
you guys?
What does that mean?
The four of you?
Oof.
Oh.
So
Oh.
It's
four
the year
travelers that
5.
are
You can't
clearly
say that.
foreign, aren't from
Okay.
this city, are now
Okay.
classified as you guys. Okay.
I-
Well, that's okay. Yeah. Let's go into the sorting hall with this incredibly
Okay.
accepting out.
Okay. How would I
Maybe
get
they'll
you?
sort us into the inferior house.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
No.
Listen, that's not at all what I. What are your
We should
names?
start
Can I get your
sleeping in
names?
Sleepy Hippo.
Yeah, you listen here, dumb face. My name is Jake.
Okay.
Yeah, with the Y.
Yeah. Oh, Yake. My name's Yake.
You forgot your own name?
Sometimes Slump has had a concussion. Wow. Everyone's so impressed that you never forget your name.
Okay.
Are you listening to me, guard? This is why we only get through 3 fucking sentences if you can't.
No, I kind of get it now. I kind of get it.
Going to the fucking sorting hall.
Yep. Okay, you guys, I'll bring you in. They'll go get the things. Okay. We just need that hippogriff corpse and then we'll be on our way.
Okay, be gentle.
Okay. I mean, yeah, obviously we need to know what happened. So yeah, we'll be gentle. So they, unless anyone has any objections, they take the, you've been basically dragging this thing around by its foot as it just drags.
We were carrying
Oh, did you?
I was completely picturing him dragging
Slump
around
was
like
dragging
a little girl in her teddy bear.
Yep.
That's kind of what I had in my mind.
I had said I took the other end.
Okay. That does. Okay. I had this image of just Slump holding onto like its chicken foot and dragging this thing.
Yeah. That's what I
That's pretty rough.
Lou did say that she helped.
Okay. Yeah. No, Lou did say that she helped. Okay. So the thing's not in such rough shape. But these guys have like 5 people all lifted up like it's fine china. And they start carting it away. And this guard escorts you all into the sorting hall. You get in there. You see some people exchanging silver ribbons for gold ones as they've been helped onto their feet and can now help other people. You see some people actually going the other way. People who've become too old or have become injured and now need help. They're trading in their gold ribbons for silver ones. You probably, no, you know what? You don't see this. Well, sure. Why don't you all roll a perception check to see if it happens on this day?
Perception is
Wisdom.
Oh,
What
dang.
the fuck?
Shazam.
Okay, so it definitely does happen and you do see it. God.
Right.
Okay, so you guys are in there and you do see one person trading in a gold ribbon for a red one as they become a member of the guard. And just, I guess, through fucking extrapolation, you gather that this is an extraordinarily rare occurrence. Like, they're not getting new guards every day. This is a very rare occurrence that someone turns a gold ribbon into a red one.
Someone's playing a trumpet.
I know, it happened on the second day, so as far as you guys know, it happens all the fucking time. Okay.
I'm gonna slip him a big titty playing card.
The guy who just got the
got the red ribbon.
Okay.
I'll say- I forget what verbiage you said.
I don't even
Like
remember.
this is a rare or exceptional day or something like that.
Oh my god, yeah.
So, this is an exceptional day. Here's an autograph. I am the amazing. They gotta back away.
They do the thing that all the people in Vegas do when they get the slapper cards, where like you hand them a titty card, and they kind of grab it, right? And they kind of walk away, and then you see them look down at whatever they
Regret
grabbed,
taking it?
and they fucking just drop it on the ground.
No, what the fuck?
They don't even look back. They just kind of hurry their way out.
Okay, somebody's red ribbon big shit. Okay. I'll pick up the goddamn card.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want it to go to waste. That was a good one too.
I don't know why you wouldn't have immediately reported the guard for littering and breaking the law.
Oh my god. Nah, somebody.
Free city with that mother effer. Wow.
Somebody's got a silver ribbon for picking up garbage, so don't worry about it. Okay, now this has happened in a slightly unusual order. So you guys go in. You see Gerby gets his silver ribbon and just fucking takes off. And then you see somebody else get a gold ribbon. And you see Atlily, the Yuan T pure blood, kind of point towards where Gerby just crashed through the door. And you see the person just like, and they start jogging out the door as somebody else now has to look after Gerby today.
Good luck, stranger.
They kind of look and they're like, thanks.
Put sleeping pills in the candy.
I think like they're kind of half out the door, and then they kind of like take another step in. They're like, oh, sleeping pills in the candy?
Trust me, dude.
Oh, isn't that okay? You know what? That might work. And they just fucking take off.
Poor drugged Gerby.
Every day, my head hurts all the time.
He's gonna have a real dependence on his hand.
And when you guys arrive at the till, oh man, everything's in it. You guys have done things in such an insane order.
Good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So you guys step up to the till with Atlali behind it, and the guard is beside you, and she says, hello, just a sec. You have a name, sir, don't you? You sure do. It's Morak.
Wow, Morak, that's so embarrassing for you.
Mor-
Atlali did not remember your name.
No, I totally remembered it. It's just sometimes I need to, think about it for a second.
That's fair.
So, Morak, why are you with these fine individuals? And Morak, the guard, is like, apparently when they were dealing with Gerby yesterday, they found a barbed devil in the east. That's a big problem. And then they killed an already almost dead hippogriff. Is that right, you guys?
That's
Okay.
correct.
Okay. Is that not exactly what you said?
All right.
Computer freezing. Computer.
Oh.
Hello?
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 I
Hello?
don't know.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
Yellow.
Is he okay?
Yes, that's what happened. My God,
Okay.
my fucking
Um,
whole computer just locked up, and you were like, so and they out that.
Holy shit.
Ooh, yikes.
And I was like, and it still had.
Oh
Oh,
god.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay. Do you want me to change the?
No, I think it's just his
No, I think it's
computer.
his- yeah, it's his.
Yeah.
Definitely me. Just give me 2 seconds.
Yep, no problem. And so Atlali says, all right, so you need them, I guess, to help with whatever you're doing, Morak. And he says, yep, if you could give him a pass, that would be great. I don't know what I need him for today. We're probably going to go see the lorologist, might see the archmage. I'm not really sure, so just give him a pass. And she kind of opens up a drawer beside her, and she pulls out it's like a ticket, a foily ticket that has kind of an arcane sheen on it. And she says, all right, so this is a day off pass. Every now and then, if you've had a particularly challenging day, or you've done a bunch of days in a row, or extenuating circumstances, we hand out these day passes. So this means that you have no ribbon for today, no helping hand, no in need of help. You just do whatever you want. It sounds like Morak here would like you to help him. However, technically speaking, with the pass, you wouldn't need to do that. But I guess it's up to you. Morak, are you sure? And he says, yep, no, they look like good, honest people. I'm sure they'll come with me. And
All right. Peace out.
yeah. And Atlali hands you this enchanted ticket.
Is it's just the one for all of us, and we just all stick together?
I guess that's a good point. Sure, I'll give you 4 of them just to make sure. And she pulls out 3 more, and you all get a ticket.
Oh, thank you.
I run for like 3 feet, and then I turn around like, I'm just kidding.
You're gonna pull a Gerby.
Oh, please don't pull a Gerby.
got some candy.
Oh god,
That's perfect.
I had to take care of him for weeks when I was starting. I mean, what a great kid. Sorry, what a great, wonderful kid. Anyways, shall we go to the lorologist's office?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Lorologist it is.
Does he help you just get into the lore?
He helps you really, really get into the lore.
Oh, man,
It's
okay.
wonderful.
That seems
Can-
really
What are
specific.
the prerequisites for being a lore dog?
Well, to be fair, I think he's the only one ever.
Oh,
Wow.
well,
Yeah.
you're just taking his word for it then?
I mean, he knows a lot, and he's right
I've-
about a lot of things.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Kind of dubious prerequisites there.
basically, you have to be him.
Steve V is kind of a little on the light side. You
I
know?
mean, I guess maybe read every book in the library and all the other
Okay.
libraries from the other nations.
Okay.
Maybe that's a good prerequisite.
Then Slum could be the new lore dog.
You've read them all?
Well, maybe he could.
I mean, technically, you could. Yes.
Go ahead. Ask me any question about anything. I bet you I know.
Okay. What is Hayland?
Pass.
Okay. We're in Hayland.
Oh yeah. Well, that's because it was too easy.
Okay. What's the free city?
The opposite of an enslaved city.
Oh, got him.
Yeah.
Ooh, got him.
I mean, okay.
I'm wrong.
Who's the leader of ISO?
That would be a dickhead.
You know what?
I-
Solid answer. Solid answer.
Yeah.
You're not wrong there. You're not wrong
Iso's a
there.
bad name, right?
Yeah. No, you got it. You got it. What's the name of the leader of this city?
Okay, question. Have I ever been told that before?
Yes,
I
you
feel
have.
Okay. Can I roll like a knowledge roll? 'Cause
Okay,
I
sure.
really don't remember. But I have trouble remembering Kirby's name.
Totally.
It's-
Yeah. Yeah. Roll plus wisdom or intelligence, whichever's higher.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
You think it starts with the letter U?
You really?
I
Yep.
have this written down. Fuck.
Mr. You.
Okay, well, it's a woman, so.
Miss. That's what I said.
if you'd said Miss You, I might have let you have it, but you said Mr. You, so no. I think you have a little bit more work to go before you're the lorologist.
Fine, whatever. I just have a bit of a problem, okay? The last time we encountered someone who knew everything and we couldn't verify what they were talking about, they turned out to be a supervillain.
Oh, who was that?
Shit.
Bob.
Bob? Bob's a
Bad
supervillain?
Very, very bad,
Bob
Bob.
belongs in this realm.
What was that?
I was trying to think of a name that
Oh.
obviously does not belong in this realm. Bob the Black.
Bob. Well, his name is Bob the Black. I mean, you had to know. You had to have at least some idea, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I slowly turn and like Stewie Griffin the rest of the fucking party. Yeah, you would think one of us caught on earlier than others.
Oh boy.
All right. Anyways, let's.
I don't make eye contact with Goldrick.
I assume we've been walking and talking.
Yeah, you're walking and talking, and
As they're talking, can I like lag behind a bit and pull Jake aside
yep.
and say, Jake, did your hackjack kind of transform magically into something that could take a picture through magical means maybe of these tickets? I'm wondering if we could ever replicate one if we need to in the future.
Oh shit! So I know that my phones became my spell book.
Yep.
What the fuck are my hackjack? Well, I had two. Wait, were the other one? I don't know. What are they?
Yeah, sure. Scrying orbs. That sounds fucking good. Yeah.
That is good, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just go into my pack, which is far smaller than it used to be, and
Yep.
just like pull shit out. And I don't think I know
Yeah.
what it would have
I
translated
agree.
into.
I agree.
So I'll
Fucking
go
agree.
through a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
Is that something?
So what the hell do I have? Did we retcon like leaving all this shit with Lutu in the bar? Like, do we have all of our crap, or is it all
I mean,
stashed?
you left whatever you wanted to leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like I'll pull something out that was the Thunderdome. The like
Oh,
shield
yeah.
frequency like fucking AT field equalizer thing.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
That thing, I guess. Oh my god, what the
I
fuck?
pull out 5 data cubes.
Holy
I pull out
fuck.
the Tupperware of infinite PB&J.
Oh my god. Okay, Tupperware PBJ is just a brown paper bag.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's just
no,
cheesecloth.
No, that
No,
was
it's-
right.
I know. It's Tupperware. We covered that one.
Okay.
And the fucking
Oh,
knife.
did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
The fucking data cubes, I guess, are they're small,
Like scrolls? Or...
small. Yeah, they're scrolls.
Okay, cool.
And here's the
Um,
thing.
I don't want to drop all this on you at once, but
Here's
go
the
ahead.
thing about the data cubes / scrolls. All the scrolls are completely blank.
Weird.
Oh,
neat.
strange.
There was no data on the data cubes.
Oh, that is just.
We looked at them.
Yeah, you did.
I read through. Okay.
Yep.
I inhaled too hard. I hurt myself.
There's a little bit of mystery that was, I guess, not fully wrapped up.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Agreed. And then I will get to whatever these like glass orb. I guess I'll just go with one. I think I gave one to Goldrick at some point. I don't know if I ever got it back. So I have one.
Yep.
And I'll pull out a scrying orb. I guess you said.
Yep. You got scrying
Ooh,
orb?
that's nice. A nice orb.
I'll like look through it, and I guess whatever's on the other side is like weird. But I can, can I
Yeah.
see through it?
Yeah, of course. It's a scrying orb. Of course
Okay.
you can see through it. I have no fucking clue.
So I'll hold this like glass fucking David Bowie orb up
Yep.
to the picture, and just
Is it doing
click, touch,
Um,
Shazam.
roll, roll. What's Arcana? Just intelligence?
I guess plus
think
like your
Arcana's
proficiency and all that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Just roll plus intelligence.
Ah, nerd.
I'm so good at looking at rocks,
Yeah.
but this thing, it's a, I don't know.
You fucking squeeze the orb and you make the click sound with your mouth, and fucking nothing happens.
Cool, totally got it.
Excellent. Very good. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
pretty sure this is it. I don't know. Oh, but check it
Yeah.
out. I still got peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I'll just start handing people the instantaneously conjured peanut butter and jelly. He's like,
Just on the street?
well, us first. I mean, gotta take care of your own.
That's
good.
true.
You're gonna be this like mythical figure.
That's true. They'll tell stories about the peanut butter and the PB&J wizard.
that
Does
is
it still
fish and
make
bread or whatever.
PB&J, or does it make like a weird fantasy analog of PB&J?
It's a lot more granola, but it's definitely it's like thick, heavy bread and like jelly that's got like chunks of fruit in it, and the it's like crunchy peanut butter with big chunks in it. It's some fucking
I can get into this. all right.
That
granola
sounds very
shit.
good.
Yeah,
That
man.
sounds very good.
Yeah, fuck it. Like once everyone, I'll hand one to Lou immediately after getting the picture and putting the orb back in my bag. Like, I'm not even gonna wrap it. I'm just gonna fucking eat that shit back in the bag.
Yeah.
I don't know what anything in there is anymore.
Yeah.
I'll just immediately hand Lou a sandwich.
Oh,
Yo.
hey, thank you. We didn't
Yeah,
have
no problem.
breakfast. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you gotta keep the blood sugar up.
That's
And I'll
right.
just start handing sandwiches around to Goldrick and Slump and
I will take it and eat it.
Slump does
anyone who
well.
passes and like even kind of starts to make eye contact.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot because we look fucking weird.
Yes. Yep.
I'll just sort of lag behind and just hand them a sandwich.
Yeah, no, a group of 4 people who vary from literal giant to tiny person in foreign armor without ribbons being escorted by a guard draws a lot of attention. And you guys get escorted to
Prison.
to prison. They lock you up and they say, "See you later, sucker." Okay, so you guys are headed south through the city. You pass the orphanage, and you see like Gerby just like in the windows, just like fucking tearing through the orphanage, knocking shit over. You see a person trying to chase them. And you walk past a bunch of the food stalls that are open, and a lot of them are selling foods and trinkets and goods of all sorts. And eventually the guard takes you to the southeasternmost building, which you had previously been explained as the library. But so
we
this
are
is
going to the library.
But when you guys get there, you notice a couple weird things about the building. It is a church. It is a massive building dedicated to the god Ogma. This
That's
is
so perfect. I'm so happy.
it is called the House of Knowledge, and it is a church to Ogma. It's a massive building that's about 5 stories tall, but it only has 3 floors based on the windows. And it's so like each floor is very, very tall. There are clean stone steps leading up to large double doors, and flanking the stairs are statues of blank scrolls, which is the symbol of Ogma, the same symbol that Lou has on her necklace.
I elbow the party around me and go, "Hey, look, see? I have that."
Did you steal it?
Yeah, where'd you get that from? You're gonna get in trouble.
I don't know. It just came with the body.
Weird. That's an upsetting sentence.
That's
It just came preloaded with the body. I don't know.
It was my loadout.
No, I totally get that.
Yeah, yeah. Jake gets it.
And you guys make your way inside the library, and you see massive bookshelves. There are the floor going straight ahead through the building is black, white, and gold checkered tiles. The non-main pathway is hardwood, and there are deep, rich, wooden, very thick wooden bookshelves all along the walls and in the open spaces. And the icon on the map doesn't do justice just how big this place is. It's massive, and it leads straight forwards. There's books. It is very busy, and it's not fucking quiet at all. As a church of Ogma, as a house of knowledge, this is where the followers of Ogma go. So there are bards practicing poems and songs. There are people giving lectures to children in the corners. People are discussing novel ideas and information they've gathered on travels. This is a loud place. Like, it doesn't look like reading goes on here. People get books, but nobody sits in silence and reads here. And in the center of the building is a large spiral staircase that goes up. And Morak says, so the second floor is where, most of the followers of Ogma kind of worship. And then the third floor is where the lorologist lives. So you guys go on up there. The guy kind of creeps me out. So you guys just go on up there and do your thing. When you're ready, just come get me on the first floor.
We're not from here. Is there anything that could cause offense that we might accidentally do?
Anything violent.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yep. All right. I'll just be waiting down here. Go up to the third floor.
Okay.
All right.
Why did he when he said that?
And you guys, well, actually, we're not going to go to that map yet. You guys go up to the third floor, and so this main floor is wide open. There's tons of bookshelves everywhere, people milling about. The second floor is also very open, but there are fewer bookshelves. There's lots of scrolls along the walls, but there's a lot of open space with seating where some people are obviously in prayer or in kind of important discussion, but there's not as many people just milling about. The third,
Is it quieter then?
it's a little bit quieter, definitely quieter. Definitely not, absolutely silent, but it's much more like it's like a business conference kind of discussions. Whereas the first one's more like fucking just everybody having a great time. And then the third floor is not open at all. There are two large double doors. Yeah, so the other, you guys are just standing in front of a large set of wooden double doors that are very heavy.
Should we knock?
Good question.
I'll just knock. And I knock. Yeah, exactly.
Just gotta sneeze really quick.
Okay.
Okay, just sneeze. Bless you.
Never mind, just kidding.
Also, I'm sneeze.
Just like fire in my nose. Decided not to become a sneeze. It just became like that burning sensation up behind my eyeballs. So no problem.
Love that.
Yeah. When you knock, the door cracks open just a little bit. And gotta update my notes. It cracks open just a little bit, and a huge, beefy couple fingers kind of pull the door open just a little bit, and this big, deep voice says, "Hello,
Hello.
Hello?
hello."
Hi.
You're here?
You sound
Yeah.
like we might be related.
I don't know about that.
Here to speak to the lawologist.
Oh, you want to talk to the lawologist?
Yeah.
Okay, I can let you in. What's your name?
Slump's name is Slump. What's your name?
Atom's name is Atom.
Adam?
No, Atom.
Hey, Adam.
Atom.
Adam.
Atom. Atom.
Okay.
You want to see the
All right.
lawologist?
Yeah, Slump wants to see the lawologist.
Okay, I'll let you in. And they kind of back up from the door, and the door closes, and then you hear like clank, 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 sliding, clank, chains jingling, and then it kind of opens up, and there's this huge I guess half giant woman who says, "Oh, hi there. I'll take you to tour of the lawologist."
All right, hurry the fuck up.
Okay. Are we in a big rush?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, we can hurry then.
All right. Then let's fucking go.
And you guys find yourselves in the lawologist's office. And because I just got these, I haven't had a chance to put your icons in there yet.
Great.
And that one's fucking Atom.
Spider monster.
The spider monster is Atom.
Atom sprays cheese from his belly button.
And you guys get in. I guess we need one for we're gonna do well, that would be a little bit much.
Would have been a spoiler.
No, it would have been, I was gonna use Kirby's thing, but that would have been too heartbreaking.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Immediately.
So you guys walk in, and you see stacks of books and bookshelves that are completely packed. You see a bunch of books left open in one of the corners. It's just like somebody was, like a rat was digging through a pile of books in the kind of upper right hand corner. And many of the tables have books of all shapes and sizes open to very specific pages, almost like big greasy fingerprints underneath where certain things were being written or like read. And Atom kind of walks across the room and sits in this enormous fucking chair behind this kind of old man who's kind of hunched over this very large desk with just a couple books on it and a couple maps with this huge magnifying glass that they're trying to read like a very, very tiny print in. And Atom's like, Okay, that's Toileth the Lolologist. He can help you.
What's the name?
Torlif.
Toilet?
Torlif.
Toilet?
Torlif.
Toilet.
Torlif.
Toilet.
Torlif.
Toilet.
Better. I'm getting
Atom.
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 Atom
Slump.
and toilet.
Slump.
Atom toilet.
Slump and Toilif.
Toilet.
Atom.
Atom.
Atom. Atom.
Toilet.
Atom.
Atom.
Torlif.
Slump.
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 Atom.
Atom
Toilet.
and slump.
And toilet.
And toilet. Torlif. I almost said your
You
thing.
almost got
I
it.
almost said your thing.
Okay.
That was a satisfying interaction.
The little old man kind of hunched over the desk, like literally hasn't even taken notice of you guys having this exchange.
Hey, Mr. Man.
What?
What's... Oh.
What? I'm busy. What are you crying about? Get out of my office. Get out of here. Atom! Why did you let them in here? He's crying.
Adam.
Atom. Atom. Atom.
Toilet.
Atom.
Toilet.
Torlif. My name is Torlif.
Toilet.
Atom.
Toilet and
Atom.
Adam.
Torlif. Torlif. Atom. What's your name? Who am I?
Adam.
What do you want? No.
Adam.
Atom is back there.
No,
Atom. You
Slump
keep
is
saying
toilet.
it like Adam.
Toilet slump Adam.
No. What? Which one's Slump? Is that you?
Okay.
Okay.
Huh?
What do you want? What?
Huh?
What do you want? What? Would somebody else talk? I don't know what this one is doing. I think this one is broken.
He represents.
Huh?
Okay, that's... maybe somebody else does. My name is Torlif. I want a non-broken one to talk to. I'm very busy. What are you doing?
He's fine. Go ahead. Keep going. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank
Slump
you,
brought
Slump.
a big birdie dog.
I don't see a big birdie dog.
It's
It's
a
a-
big birdie dog that Slump brought.
But it's weird. We promise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now, it's with the.
Where is that?
we
Yeah,
brought
where
the
did we end up
Archmages.
leaving it? Did we leave it with the guard or
Yeah,
what?
the guards took it to the archmages.
I'm taking to the
oh,
Archmages for now.
oh.
Well, that doesn't help me.
Well,
We can tell
What do you want me to do?
Shut the fuck up and listen, bro. That's a good start. Shut your fucking mouth. How about that?
Okay, well, if I let you talk, all you do is say, Adam. 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 Toilet. Adam. Adam. Toilet. Adam. Toilet slump. You're wasting my time. All he does is start crying. Could somebody else please talk? Anybody else?
Toilet.
So funny because he sounds like a parrot.
All right.
Well, listen.
I'm
We
listening.
found a big spoopy bird dog out
Okay.
there. Swooped down and tried to put poop onto us.
Okay, bird
And
dog
then-
pooping.
Yep, and then we found it had a big chomp marks on it. Real big chomps. Like
Okay.
a big old knife was cutting into it.
Okay.
So Slump ate some of it,
That's a weird thing to do.
and then we dragged it back.
That's a weird thing to do.
And then that's it.
Oh, I really thought there. It really sounded like there was going to be more.
Then there was a dog. A
There you
big
go.
dog that had pokies on it. A
you
big
go.
porcupine dog. There
Uh-huh.
was a big porcupine dog.
Okay.
And then
It's
and
dead.
then
Why don't you just say it? Why are you helping him? You just tell me.
Shut the fuck up.
He can do
Okay.
it.
Why are you still talking?
And then
Listen.
yeah, listen. And then Slump ate some of that.
Yeah, okay.
And then
Okay.
we came here so that you could and then when it died, it said east. There's bad. Bad in the east.
What do you
There you
want me
go.
to do with this information?
Okay. So did you get all that?
What did it?
This guy's
so
been
what
eating some
did-
stuff.
Next.
What did it?
What did it?
Yeah.
I don't
What did
know.
it?
I don't know.
Shut up.
What do you want me to do?
Phantom.
What?
I want you to. What are we supposed to do now? They told us to come see you.
Okay, for what?
So just like
Phantom.
Slump said, basically we saw, just like Slump has just said, just to reiterate because Slump just said it.
Yes.
We saw a hippogriff wounded with seemingly really large like claws,
Uh-huh.
which were strange. So the hippogriff was coming like through the tree line from the east,
Okay.
and it was very badly injured.
Mm-hmm.
And then after we dealt with that, we went further into the forest because we were chasing Gerby. You know Gerby.
Uh-huh. That's okay.
And just like Slump said, we ran into a barbed devil.
That's impossible.
Well,
No.
the guards are going to get that too, so you can take a look at that a little later if you like.
Okay, but what was it really? It couldn't have been a barbed devil.
It was for sure a barbed devil.
How
Yeah,
many
it was
barbed
a-
devils have you seen?
Well, I mean, just the
one.
one.
I want to raise my hand and say probably a lot more than you.
I'll have you know, I've seen over 1,000 illustrations of barbed devils in my time.
Illustrations.
They're very good ones.
Illustrations.
Very good ones. I've seen biological depictions of barbed devils.
You know what? We've never seen illustrations, but we have seen a real one. So how about you do like a lineup of illustrations of 4 different things, and we'll pick the one that's the barbed devil, and if it's the real barbed devil, then you'll believe us.
That's such a good test.
That's actually a really good idea.
It's a really good
It's
test.
a really good idea.
I'm like this the wrong way, but I am rock hard for you. I'm pretty sure I don't, but if I did, wow.
I was rummaging in my bag and I was gonna chime into Lou. Then Galdrick said that, so I just sigh and lean back down into my bag.
Okay, Torluf, this kind of like craggly old hunched over man, he like gets a walking cane and he grabs the cane with both hands and just like motors himself around. Like his body doesn't work all that good, so he kind of like falls onto his cane and then kind of yanks himself forward. So
Like Yoda.
like Yoda, but like, yeah, really quick for a very hunched over old man. He kind of like, he grabs a book and puts it under his arm. And then he kind of like runs over and he opens up another book and he starts flipping through the pages. And then he looks over at you and kind of narrows his eyes. And then he puts that one under his arm kind of thing. And then he does that for a couple more books. And then he comes over to his desk and he lays out all the books and he opens them all up to different drawings. And 2 of them are clearly not barbed devils. One of them looks like a whale. One's a drawing of a tree. And then 2 of them look like weird, nasty little spiky gremlins. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. You guys know you literally fucking fought one.
Oh, phew.
And it would be crazy for you guys to not be able to pick it out because of fucking bad dice rolls. So you guys know exactly which one it is.
That one.
That we all put our finger on it at the same time.
You saw this?
Yep. Well, no, we didn't see it. We killed it.
Yeah.
Oh, why did you
Well,
do
I mean-
that?
Technically, we had to see it to kill it.
Did you fight it with your eyes closed?
He's got a point. He's got a point.
Why did you kill it?
It
That's
tried
an
to kill
incredible
us.
discovery.
It's not a
It
discovery.
was being a bad dog.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it's or not, but you said you've seen thousands of illustrations of it. I think they've been discovered before.
Okay, well, yes, but not around here. They
Oh.
don't exist around
About
here.
500 meters that way.
No, that's impossible.
Remember when Slump said that it said that there's a bad boy in the east? Remember that part?
Yes?
That's
Remember?
right.
Maybe it spooked it. Huh? You think about that? No. Just think about
Oh,
yourself.
there's
Well,
something
you
in the
guys-
east?
you guys- Yeah, well,
Yeah.
okay, I've got this part. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
as being a barb devil, you know how they are. They're like, let's make a deal. They're all fucking crazy. This one tried to make a deal. We said no. We stabbed it. We killed it as it was dying. It essentially said, if you think something like,
You think I'm bad? Wait till you see the terror from the east. Ah!
It was just
Yeah.
like that.
Just like that.
All right. Is that really the sound they make?
Yeah.
Spot
Really
on.
upsetting.
Wow. These drawings just don't. Wow, that's quite upsetting.
What?
All right.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Well,
and then it pooped itself because it died.
okay.
Uh-huh.
And you think it killed the hippogriff?
Uh-huh.
No.
No.
No, Slump meant no.
the wounds on the hippogriff do not. They're a lot bigger than what the Barb Devil
Yeah.
had.
Okay. All right.
Can I ask the dungeon master a question? Did the Barb Devil have injuries also? I don't remember.
No, it did not.
Okay.
All right. Well, I appreciate you not bringing a dead Barb Devil into my office.
We wouldn't bring a dead thing into the library. That would be
Why would Flump ever try to do that? That wouldn't even make sense. It's so dumb to say.
All right. You said it came from the east.
No, it said that it came
Okay.
from
It
the east.
said
yeah,
you
yeah.
said that it
Yeah.
said that it came from the
Yeah,
east.
we
Okay.
said that.
All right. Well, I guess the only thing kind of far east with the Barb Devils would be above. So maybe we'll pull up a couple books on Abavian monsters. Any kind of
How do you spell above?
oh, come on now. It's IBBAV. What?
What?
IBBAV. What part about that is your IB? Got it?
Okay.
IBV, DBB.
Yeah, you got it. You got it, big guy.
Yeah.
Yep, you got it. Yep,
Yep,
That's the one. All right. So we'll pull up a couple monster books on Abavian monsters. Can you describe some of the wounds to me?
Yes.
Yup. Flump made sure to remember all those.
Okay, well,
Yep.
it's got.
I accurately described the giant finger holes in the horse butt.
Yeah. And when you describe that, Torlif kind of looks shocked and he starts going deep into like he pulls books out of shelves and goes for like the books behind books. And says, bring some of these books over to the Archmages. They do all of the divining and the researching and all of that. Bring them some of these books to help them. They're usually pretty good at determining what's there anyways, but they might not be looking for Abavian monsters. All right. But it's so very strange. You know what? Bring one of these too. And he brings like a big black tome. And he hands you a couple books on Abavian monsters, a couple books on rare and violent monsters, and then like a book on beasts of the abyss.
Oh God.
I'm sure they're not in here, but you never know. You're just better safe than sorry, right?
Oh, totally.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Well, take those to the Archmages, and maybe they can tell you what happened. But is there anything else I can help you with?
Wait, are you telling? Wait, hold on a second.
Yes.
You're the lorologist,
Yes.
and is that just another word for librarian?
I don't know what you're talking about. I know everything. I know many things.
Said like you will know all. You gave us books and told us to deliver it to another party.
That sounds an awful lot like a librarian. All right. Ask me anything. Ask me any question.
Okay. Who's the leader of this city?
Ula Cotlands.
What's with those stones in a circle?
That's a good question. We've been kind of looking into that.
Oh, so you don't know.
You didn't put them there?
Well, we know more than most people. It's some sort of very big, very ancient magic. That's all we don't understand what the spell is that does anything with it. But they
Any idea of its origins?
very, very old. Older than we can even really understand, and
Old as balls?
old as balls, some might say.
Placed by humans, the superior species?
That's a weird thing to say. That's a weird thing to say. That's a troubling words. No, we're not sure who placed them.
Okay.
But they're very old and they show almost no signs of wear.
Huh.
And they're either a component of a piece pertaining to or conduit of some sort of incredible magic, but we don't really understand it. We've had old Ula try to do a couple things with it. They seem to amplify magic in some strange way we don't understand. But they're ancient, old as balls, and used in some sort of magic ritual.
Interesting.
I have another question.
Yes.
What color of ribbon do you have?
Oh, well, that's none of your business.
That's a little personal. Sorry.
It's a silver ribbon. That's why I've got Atom over here helping me.
Oh, hey.
Adam.
Atom. Slump.
Adam help
Atom.
toilet.
Atom.
And slump.
Atom and
Toilet.
slump.
Adam and slump and toilet.
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 Atom and slump and toilet.
Adam and slump and toilet.
Atom.
Yeah.
My bad.
Well, what would be coming from the east that would spook a Barbie dog?
Well, that's kind of the problem, isn't it? Not many things scare a barb devil. They'll make deals, they'll burrow, they'll build small armies, they'll do a lot of things but run. So I don't really understand what would make a barb devil run. Something really, really scary, I think.
Okay, well, I have a question then. This
Yes.
one you might answer. What's in the east? Pretend we're new here. We don't really know anything.
Yeah, well, to the east, we've got a couple farming villages. We've got a whole lot of forest with your traditional, deer and wolves and, griffins every now and then. And then further to the east is Ibov.
What's Ibov?
Yeah, Ibov is the eastern province. It's like, it takes up literally all of the east. All of the east is
that's why
Ibov.
we're looking up Ibov monsters.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh.
Perhaps they. Well, listen. Ramadan sometimes does weird magic, and there's a possibility they kind of spooked some of the animals from Ibov into our territory.
Who does weird magic?
Ramadan?
Ramadan does weird magic?
Ramadan.
Oh.
They're the leader of the province of Ibov, and they do some very weird magic.
Are they the opposites of Ramadou?
That's not. No, that's not.
Ramadan.
Well, okay. I mean, that's a good one.
Okay.
No, they're not the opposite of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Disagree.
Okay. Sure. I agree to disagree on a person's name and where it came from. When I'm literally the person that knows everything.
Oh, well, not yet.
I guess that's true.
Apparently not.
You know
can help,
what?
though.
You know what? Fair fucking point.
Whoa, I can't believe it.
Fair
Okay.
fucking point. Apparently, I don't know everything.
This guy's old as balls too, right?
Oh yeah, this guy's fucking ancient.
Okay. Okay. I'm taking a little chance doing this one just to be fucking safe because we don't fucking know exactly what happened. I have a question for you.
Yes.
Have you ever heard the name Volos before?
Volos. No, I've never heard the name Volos. I've heard voice.
That's real dumb.
The word voice?
No, I'm a person named Voice.
Oh.
That almost sounds like Volos.
That sounds nope.
Okay, well then no.
All right.
I mean,
I'll say that.
Good to know.
What's a Volos?
It's a type of pancake.
Oh, where does it come from? How do you make it?
Listen, I appreciate if you stay the hell out of my business. Okay. There.
I must know. I am
Nope.
the lorologist. I must know these things.
Well, you're not going to know this one. It's going to cost you
How much?
10 gold.
10 gold to know how to make a pancake?
It's something. No, it's 10 gold to acquire knowledge.
That's a good deal. It's a good deal.
Good deal.
Atom, do you have 10 gold? Atom has 10 gold.
10 gold for toilet.
Pay the man 10 gold. I need to know how to make this pancake.
Oh,
Okay. And Atom kind of gets up out of their chair and kind of lumbers over to the table and like painfully slowly counts like 1 gold coin, plink. 2 gold coin, plink. And counts out all 10.
I thought you were gonna keep going.
Oh, no. and pushes.
How much fucking gold do I have? I don't remember.
You've got very little left. You had 10. You spent like 5 of it, so you do not have a lot left.
Looks like I have 15 gold total.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I changed over my sheet using the D&D Beyond one. It's really fucking pretty, but it's such a pain to edit.
I know exactly right.
So
yeah. It's going to be used for like gathering stats and then putting them on the more easier to use text documents.
Definitely. Okay. So listen, what you're going to need. Do you have a pen and paper? Do you want me to write it down for you?
I can remember everything.
Be ready with a pen and piece of paper.
I don't
Okay.
need it. I remember everything.
Okay. All right. So listen.
I'm listening.
Okay. So what you're going to need to do first, third ingredient.
Okay.
Love.
Okay.
I'm so proud of you.
How do you get that? What do you mean? You mean, is it like essence of heart? Like you
No,
kill
no,
someone,
no.
stab their heart. Does it still beating? Is it the tears of a lost lover?
No, it's just love.
Okay.
You ever been in love?
I love knowledge.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, you know what? You can use that. You can use
Okay.
that.
All right.
That'll work.
Yes.
But you have to be thinking about your love of knowledge whenever you're making.
Okay. Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
So you're gonna need some. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna need some enriched bleached flour.
All right. I don't think those words all exist here.
Okay. Good. You're gonna need sugar. Okay.
Okay.
Dextrose.
Yeah.
Okay. Leavening. Okay. Buttermilk.
Yes.
2% or less. Okay.
Yes.
Then some salt, some canola oil.
Okay.
Some potassium bicarbonate. Okay.
What's
some
that?
calcium carbonate, cornstarch, yellow number 5,
Okay.
red number 40.
Okay.
And from
Why
there,
are they
add
numbered?
some B6 there as well as
Okay.
some riboflavin. All
Mhm.
right. And then from there, you mix it all together with half a cup of water. Let the batter get nice and thin. Okay. And then
Okay.
yeah. Put it over a hot skillet. Hot.
Yeah.
Hot.
Okay. Hot. How hot?
Really hot. Like searing a steak hot.
Okay. Steak searing
Okay.
hot. Yes. Got it.
And then it can be there for no longer than 12 seconds.
12 seconds.
12. That's how hot it has to be.
Okay. All right.
Flip it. No spatula. This ain't no beginner pancake.
Oh.
You gotta flip it.
Okay.
Flip it.
You mean like
Well-
with the pan where you kind of throw it in the air kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Flip it. Land it
Yep.
perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
You
Got
don't
it.
land
Understood.
perfectly, it's gonna fuck up and it's gonna be bad. Okay.
Oh
It's
my
gonna
God.
be disgusting.
All
Then
right.
after you land it perfectly,
Yeah.
okay, another 12 seconds. Bam on the plate and you're done.
That sounds like a crepe.
No, it's not a crepe.
Okay. What's red number 40?
It's a dye.
Oh. Why are you putting dye in your pancakes? Does it taste good? Who
Well,
wants
no,
a red pancake?
What was the first ingredient?
Love.
What's the color of a heart?
Oh, I see. So you do need to bleed a heart into it. I got it. No, I understand. I've got it. I'm going to try making some of these tomorrow morning.
No, that's not what I said.
Just
at
need a
all.
couple people.
No,
Excellent.
I think we need to. I think we need to
Atom, go fetch me some people.
Ah.
not going to do that. Adam's not going to do that.
not.
Okay.
That's a good
Well,
call.
anyways, do you guys want to know anything else? I know everything.
Yeah.
So how do we go about tracking down what that spooky thing was scared of? You said it's the Ramadin people and their magic?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be Ramadant. It might be something else.
What is Ramadin?
Ramadant's the leader of Above.
And above is a city?
Above is the province.
It's this
Okay.
the province to the east.
Yeah.
What
okay.
else?
What's the
What
place
else?
like? Describe it. What does it look like?
Above?
Yeah.
Well, Above is, I mean, that's kind of the one that the people know the least of. It's the hardest province to kind of get into. They don't let many people get in. there's some sort of strange mist that kind of hangs over the whole province. Like literally the entire province is covered in this mist. We think that Ramadan keeps it that way so people get lost there. Not many people can wander around in the wilds. The forest is generally quite dark. And here's something that nobody knows but me and all the people I've told. There's a bunch of people in above that are dead. Yes.
Do people not die anywhere else?
Do people not die here?
Oh no. No, I see what you're saying. No. I mean, they're like dead and then they're alive again.
That sounds made up. Sounds made up.
I know, that's what I'm saying. No, Ramadan is obsessed with this weird knowledge, and they've learned how to turn people into zombies.
Quick question: have you ever heard of Frankenstein?
Frankenstein? No, I've never heard of that.
I
What's a Frankenstein?
don't know. How do you feel about mushrooms?
They're tasty?
Okay.
I don't know. What? This is a very weird line of questioning.
Like, is he the parallel to Ick? He seems kind of parallel.
That's a pretty solid guess. If parallels worked like that, it might be. Yeah. So he says, yes, no, the people of above largely are undead. Ramadan does something weird where they bring people back to life, but not everybody.
What's their demeanor like? Grumpy?
Well, I don't really. Nobody's really over here has met Ramadan. I understand they're quite mysterious, as nobody's met them. But other than that, I don't really know.
You don't have
The name of the group is Ramadan. It's not a person.
It's a person.
One person, and that describes everyone who's undead.
Oh, you mean what the demeanor of all the undead people?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean they're quite normal. They're very aware that they're dead, but they're pretty normal, just doing their normal things.
You think it's good or bad that they're back alive?
Well, it's a little bit unnatural. That's a lot of people to bring back to life. That's a little bit weird.
So they maintain their personalities and their wants and routines and stuff, and they're just dead?
Well, that I'm not sure about, if they maintain their routines and personality. I've never met someone who died and then came back. I just saw a lot of people that were dead walking around.
But they seemed like focused. They didn't seem mindless.
No, quite mindful. I had a conversation with some of them.
Wow. Weird.
It's very, very disconcerting. I've never seen anything like it, and I don't know why they do it.
Is there ever like a, global conference where the leaders get together? It sounds like you're all pretty in your own space.
Yes.
Is there any alliance of, say, nations that are united?
Maybe like that. Is there?
Absolutely not. There's never been an alliance of any of the nations, and there's never been a meeting of the leaders.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, I mean, so there's one historical reference to a time that apparently when they all met. But no, other than that, no, they've never met.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
See you later.
Okay. All right. See you later. Bye.
Yo,
Can
not
we
so
come back?
hasty here, guys. I've been hanging out here with like a whole bag of shit. I don't know what most of it is.
Oh,
Oh.
good idea.
I have just like a handful of crap. And if we want to use this as just like an in-game function of you explaining what my things have become,
Yeah.
whatever 5 pounds of space C4, 10 unregistered license plates, and the shield frequency neutralizer Thunderdome have become,
Yeah.
I just throw onto his desk.
Okay. One is an enchanted marble with anti-magic shield. Or so like not anti-magic shield. That's fucking World of Warcraft. Dispel magic,
bro.
Yeah, I know. It's like an enchanted marble with dispel magic. So it's like a single use, whatever the new fucking class is, the Arcanist, the Technomancer, whatever they are. It's an enchanted marble with dispel magic.
Gun wizard.
Yeah, the gun wizard. And the C4 is just like fucking loose gunpowder.
Sweet. I'll sweep it back.
Yeah, it's just fucking
I'll
like.
deal with that one later. That's kind of weird.
And what was the last one?
10 unregistered license plates that we stole.
Oh my god, what the fuck would
I love
unregistered
it.
license plates be? Unregistered license plates are
A bunch of
fucking.
golden tickets.
They are
Like
fucking
certificates of ownership for horses that don't exist. or
Yeah, okay,
something.
sure. That I think that works. Yeah,
Or what
they-
about like caravans or
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
I think no, they're certificates for horse ownership for horses that don't exist. Let's do that. I think that's
Sweet.
usable and unusable enough. Anything else? I know everything.
Well,
I know a lot of things. I know
What about-
I'm more than
what-
the average person.
What about those guards outside the tower?
Oh,
Tell me about those.
those are the anointed. I'm not sure if I should really tell you all about them, but I'm going to because who the hell's going to hold me accountable?
That's what I like to hear, man. Go ahead.
go live your life.
So those are the anointed. They are Ula Kotlin's kind of personal guard. As soon as I find my notes, I've got them somewhere over here. That's not it. No, it's over here. It's these notes right here. Nope, not those notes. It's a little bit. It was before that. There was this other thing. There we go. Those were actually Baylors, if you can believe it. 10 Baylors. I don't know where Ula Kotlin's found them, but she purified them. And they are bound to her. And that's, it shouldn't really be possible. There's no magic in history that could bind 10 Baylors and purify them. I don't even know how you purify a Baylor, but they're kind of like giant demonic Balrogs infused with holy energy and amplified with the blessings and buffs of Ula Kotlin's. They're basically like unkillable, godless killing machines that obey every whim of Ula Kotlin's.
Yo, neat.
Wow.
Okay.
Do I know what these are?
As when he said Baylor, you knew exactly what they are. And we can, I don't remember the hypertext to show Baylors, but they're literally Balrogs. They're 15-foot tall Balrogs, super demonic, fiery, fucking just wrecking machines. And you would know that like it's impossible to purify and bind them. Like that's not a thing that exists. There is no magic that does that.
And where are these in relation to her at any given time? Are they like her personal guard?
You saw them outside, just outside the front gates to the tower. Yeah, those huge fucking
Okay.
things that you walked up to. And also,
Right.
Slump, when you walked up to them, like
Yep.
they were definitely not demonic. Like
Interesting.
you guys know that they are demonic and nothing can change that. You don't purify demons. And what you saw was absolutely a purified Baylor.
What the fuck?
Yep.
I have a question.
Yes?
Well, when can we come back here and talk to you?
Well, I usually like an appointment, but I guess, you know what, with the way things work, you can just kind of come in anytime and ask me anything.
Oh, that's great.
Like, you know what, it would be far too complex to put some fucking mechanics on when you can come see me, so why don't you just come fucking see me anytime you want?
That sounds great.
I like that. All right, cool.
All right. Anything
Do you
else?
do you have a favorite fudge?
Well, the thing with fudge is that I've got fake teeth, so they usually just pull all my teeth out.
Oh yeah, I
could
don't
just-
have that.
You can just take your teeth out and put a piece in and just let it melt. Just suck on it. Suckle, suckle, suckle.
That sounds good. Okay, I
No,
wouldn't
don't
mind
do
that.
That's disgusting.
Ooh,
Don't do it.
Just let my saliva kind of get it
No.
all mushy.
Nope.
Just kind of
No.
slosh it around in my mouth. Ooh. Until I just kind of accidentally swallow it. And it's mostly spit at that time. I kind of like that.
Okay, Slump takes it back. Don't do that.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay, good deal.
Anything else? I know lots of things.
This has gotten really bad.
I've got two kind of like big ones.
Okay.
But, I don't know. Are you guys like in a hurry to get the
No,
stuff?
by all means.
No, I
Oh,
love
good.
this.
Okay.
Please.
So like in all these books about calligraphy, have you maybe seen one that's not so much about pens and stuff?
What a weird question.
I know, like sometimes I'm like reading about calligraphy because I really like calligraphy.
Yeah.
But it's like this one's not about pens, it's about ink, but it's like, oh, that's not the ink that I'm used to. And I'm like, ha, get rid of this book, it is bad. Have you seen those?
Yeah, like sometimes when Slump tugs on his pocket pen, he gets ink that's not really ink.
Oh, I see.
Like
No,
that.
don't
Do you
worry
want a
about
book
that
on
stuff. No,
masturbation? I mean, we've got lots of books on
No.
masturbation if that's what you're looking
Okay,
for.
this took a real weird turn.
Okay, I mean, sure, I'll get you a couple of those
But,
books.
Thank you. If you could give those to Jorp, that'd be great.
Yep. Okay, thank you.
He goes and grabs a book and then he kind of pushes it over and winks at you. And then he says,
Hey, thanks, dude.
no problem. Now, as to the question that you had before it was about masturbation. There's no recent books about anything like that. But there's this very, very old book. It's not really a book as much as it is kind of a collection of memoirs, but I don't know who wrote it. I don't know where they came from. But we have them somewhere around here. I could show you those. And he kind of goes
Don't hit me.
Yeah, he goes to a bookshelf and he pulls out. It's like a kicking my fucking power cords. He goes and he pulls out. It's like a folder with a couple of very, very old pieces of paper in there. They have not survived well. There's holes in them. They're burned. They're not entirely legible. But you do see in them descriptions of painting spells with energy, like with magic.
Is this stuff like this belongs to the library? We can't just like read them. He's keeping it in his possession, or did he hand it to me?
He handed it to you.
Oh,
bring that
thanks.
back.
Oh, totally.
Okay,
You
great.
got it.
It's like super old and valuable, so please don't like run away with it or something.
Have you copied it? Would you like us to copy it?
I mean, if you can copy it, go ahead. It's kind of hard to copy.
Well, I just mean like write it again on another.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you can do that. Go ahead. You know what? Give it back. Give it back, and then I'll copy it for you.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, actually, I had a totally different question. To kind of just like spin this whole thing on its head real quick.
Yep.
What's up with the big tower?
That's the Tower of the Healing Hand.
Yorp, why are you now Spanish?
You know, okay, hold on. I'm hearing it. This is difficult to pin down.
Remember,
I need to
everybody-
go back to my every once in a while. You see the Tower of the Healing Hand.
exactly.
Fuck me.
Okay.
This was the
What
voice was a bad goddamn choice. All right, all right. But I made it, and I'm living with it. This is okay.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
You got it.
Just try to do Russian. That's how I do it.
God damn it! It slips there too much.
think-
2 books. Anyway, so what's up with this big fucking tower?
That's perfection.
Well, that's the Tower of the Healing Hand. That's where, there's lots of things in there. The Archmages are in there, for one thing. And
Cool. Who made it and shit?
Ula did.
Neat. Like
by
all by
herself.
herself,
Yeah.
out of rocks.
Yeah.
Dope.
I mean, hey, she's the one purifying the Baylors that can't be purified, so I think making this giant fucking tower is the least that she could do.
Speaking is difficult. That's the end of my question. Thank you.
Come on. Listen, do I try to like shoot Jake in the throat with my magic course?
Yo, no, what the fuck?
Hold on a second. Just hold on.
No, bubble myself and run out the library with the calligraphy book in my bag.
Okay, yep.
Okay, all right. I'll just put this away then. Sorry. I thought it was just right now.
It's kind of weird how your hand crossbow sounded like something completely different.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, that's what happens when I knock the bow. It's fine.
Okay, it sounds really weird.
Okay.
God, talk about inconsistencies in sound design. What the fuck?
All right, going to get some more sound effects.
Boing.
I was gonna say.
Any other questions? I know lots of things.
Trust me, we'll be back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There a way we can fast travel here, like a teleporter, a portal, anything like that?
No, I'm in the town. Just walk here.
Well, I mean,
what
when
the
we're out
fuck?
of the town, is there a way to quickly get back to the town?
Yeah, there's lots of ways.
Do you have a scroll of teleportation?
No.
Can I have one?
Yes.
Gimme.
I don't have one.
Gimme.
Okay, here.
Wow, I can't believe that worked.
That's how you do it. You got a scroll of teleportation now. Can bring you right back here one time. No, you know what? Fuck that. Give it back.
Nope.
No, it's too powerful. I've realized you're going to fuck me with this. Give it back.
All right, fine. Here, nope, I keep it.
Damn it!
I'm only going to use this for a special occasion.
Yeah, no, you're going to do something. You're going to do it awful sometime. You're going to do something really bad.
Wow. Okay, not very nice, but all right, I'll take it.
I feel like you're going to beat some sort of final boss with it with some bullshit move. I feel like you're going to hold on to that for like a year.
I feel like that's your own damn fault. So let's roll with the punches, okay? All right, do not make me use this.
I will try very hard not to. Oh, I see. That sounded much more natural.
See if we can. Just trying to.
Yeah, maybe you don't have that cocked around here.
No. What do you mean? It's not like it's just gonna suddenly go off. All right.
I feel like when you say something like that, it just me. I'm so tense right now.
Yeah, Lou's shoulders are by her ears.
It's fine. What?
All right.
Why?
Goldrick, muzzle discipline, or whatever the fuck the front of a crossbow is.
What?
All right, maybe you guys get out of my office now. Maybe you guys leave now.
All right.
What do you recommend we do next?
Oh, bring the books to the archmages and have them go over the body. They'll have it all set up, and they're pretty smart, but they're not as smart as me.
The weird flexium.
Not as smart. I know everything.
Okay.
So yes, bring them the books and tell them what you saw, and try to figure out what happened. Hopefully, it's nothing too bad.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully. All right.
Okay, it was really nice to meet you, Tarlith and Adam.
It was really nice to meet you, none of you who introduced yourselves.
Oh,
It was really nice to meet you. Never asked any of our names.
that's true.
I introduced myself. No, Atom introduced me.
Yeah.
Way to go.
We just all wanted to get to the talking. That's all. Anyway, I'm Lou.
Slump is slump.
I'm Galdrick.
Bye.
All right, well.
He's shy. He's private.
All right, well, Lou, Galdrick, Slump, and Shy Private. See you guys later.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Toodles.
Bye.
What a dick.
I liked him.
Oh, fucking idiot.
I'm gonna see if this works real quick. Oh shit.
Just dig it out of the floorboards.
Yeah, it's fucking just. I think like the door closes and then that goes off, and you hear from within the room like, "What happened? Did it go off? Oh god, did it go off?
Nope.
Okay. The floors are very expensive.
No, it's fine.
All right. Please be careful."
No, it's all good.
Just put like a book over it or something.
Oh, if there's like a vase nearby, I'll cover it with a vase.
Yeah. Yeah, you just move a vase. It's very neatly against the wall, and like you move it over this thing, and like there's a big fucking like dust halo around where the fucking plant had sat for a long time. It's completely open now, and then you cover the fucking hole in the floor. Okay. And you guys head down to the first floor?
Yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're good
Oh
to go.
god.
Uh-oh.
Oh god. Okay. Oh, this is hard. You guys are so out of fucking order.
I
Okay.
can give you a second to read. Yo, dudes, I totally got a fucking wizard book.
Yeah, that was crazy. Good.
Yeah, that worked. I can't believe that worked. I
I
figured
know,
you were gonna
I-
run in the room.
Job
I
on
give
the
him a high
wizard.
five, like that's what I wanted him to do.
Totally planned it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
How many pages? Is it super big? Could we copy it? I feel like they would appreciate us copying.
I'll pull Slump's weird anatomically incorrect jerk off book out and that just, and then start going through the whatever calligraphy book we have.
Okay. How do I do this? How do I do what I have planned next? It's so out of order.
I discovered the origin of the fucking prime ink. Easy peasy.
Okay. So I think that the way this works is you guys go down to find Morak. And as you go to see him, a couple of other guards are kind of walking away from him as he was just in the middle of discussion. And he turns to you guys and says, what did the lorologist have to say?
He gave us some books, and told us to go to the archmages and pass these books over as they might help them.
All right, so yes, I'll take the books. I'll bring them to the archmages.
Oh.
I know. We will need you, but right now the situation has changed. I will bring this, and there's kind of a lockdown happening at the Tower of the Healing Hand. So we'll do the investigating. You just enjoy your day off, and we will reach back out to you when we need you to come help.
Why is there a lockdown?
Well, it turns out that there was a barbed devil, basically.
Fancy
And
that.
yes,
Wow.
You were telling us?
Unbelievable.
that's a big deal. So we're kind of on high alert in case, well, you know what? It's kind of need to know. All you need to know is that the Tower of the Healing Hand's kind of off limits for right now.
Wow.
Wow. Has that ever
yes.
happened before?
No, not as far as I know. But we need to talk to Ula. We need to send out more guard detachments. We need to find out what's happening. And that's for us. We will reach out back to you when we need your information. But right now, we need to deal with our thing. And we will reach out to you when we need to.
But we want to help. Is there anything we can do to help?
Oh, trust me, you will. Probably more than you're really willing to, unfortunately. You're kind of I know. No, unfortunately, you're kind of a key part of this whole thing, so we will need you.
Don't
Oh,
leave
man.
town.
Are you
kind of
sure
thing.
it wasn't? We might need to go to the free city.
Well, I don't. That would be a really big. That would be bad if you were to go to the
That's-
Free City.
That's what the guards are
That's
saying.
what the guards
Maybe
keep
you
saying.
should
We
keep
should go
them
to
in
the Free City.
line.
We sound like maybe
Yeah,
we
keep on
belong
saying
over
we're
there.
gonna go
Maybe
to
it's
the
time to
Free
go
City
to
and then come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine.
We're gonna be
Stop
exiled.
being rude.
Yes.
Maybe you should get them in line. Can you do
Okay.
that?
Yes.
Can you do that?
Okay. Well, I mean, I am the guard, so
Well,
yes, I can.
Okay, well, you get why I was saying
you
that.
can tell yourself.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
tell
I can tell.
Slump
Listen.
wants to hear it. Slump wants to hear you say it
Say
to
it.
yourself.
Say it.
What do you want me to say?
Say you're gonna be nice and that we're helping and you can't kick us out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be nice,
Uh-huh.
and you're helping,
Uh-huh.
and
Okay.
I won't kick you out.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
that seems sincere.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
That
seem
was
like
nice.
good people. You seem like good people.
You seem like good people.
What? Thank you.
You seem like good people.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you seem like good people.
You
Okay.
seem like the best of
You
It's now
seem
coming
like
off
the
a little
best
bit
people.
weird.
No,
It's
it's
not.
being serious.
Okay.
Good people.
All right.
Best of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now listen, I need to go to the Archmage's chamber. We will reach out when we need you to help fill in the pieces, but right now we're on kind of high alert. So enjoy your day off, I think.
This dude's
Okay.
name is Morak, right?
Yeah, Morak.
Yo, Morak.
Yep.
Kind of weird question, I guess. What did they do with the body?
Oh, they kind of use like a well, it's kind of creepy, really. They use a arcane kind of preservation to stop any decay, and then they kind of move it around to look at it. It's
And
kind
then
of
they like take it to the tower, I imagine.
well, it's alright. Like it's in the tower right now with the archmages, and they
Got
kind of use their magic to move it around and look at it, and they preserve it, so it's just kind of like eternally weird. So they're doing that, and I think once we find out a little bit more, we will need you there. But I think right now it's just a little bit of preliminary moving around kind of thing.
Did they find anything else in the forest?
Right now, as far as I know, they just found the Barb Devil, but
Well,
we're
that's
going to
something.
look for some more.
Ah,
Yeah, don't forget that whole like to the east.
Yeah, that's kind
bad
of the really
thing.
troubling part. To be honest, that's actually why we're on lockdown, because if there's something happening in above, there we can't have that coming here. Kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen,
Slump agrees.
okay.
When we know more, we'll tell you more. All you need to know is that if above is moving in, that's a big problem. So we need to make sure
why?
that's not well, because the leaders can never meet. They can't cross the line.
Why?
Those boundaries are eternal. There can be no changing of them.
But why?
I don't know. That's just the way it's meant to be. That's the way it's always been, and it's met with absolute lethal force and full militant repercussions every time anyone fucks with the borders.
Militant repercussions from whom?
Both sides, honestly. Whoever's moving anywhere across the border, both armies show up.
So what you're saying is it's a decision of the people, not some omnipotent force that just makes armies appear.
Oh no, that's correct. Yes, no. Ula mobilizes the army. I guess Ramadant, I think, is the leader over there. I don't know much about above, but Ramadant would mobilize their army, and then, I've never seen it happen. I guess everybody dies or something. I don't know. It should never happen.
Well, that just seems weird.
Oh, and what was the fucking druid robot folks? That third nation? What was
That was the nation of
Izo?
Izo. And you don't know who runs that.
fuck? Because we've been across the border from Izo to here.
Yeah.
Is it literally just like? Is it those three nations just kind of like come to a triangle? Like each one sort of has a slice of pie on the continent, or are there more we don't know about? Have we seen?
I think you guys had basically it explained at some point. Basically, Ibov is everything to the east, and then the west is split in half between.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like a sideways Pokeball.
Got it.
Yeah, so that's kind of the way it is. So yeah, those are the three nations that you know about. Yeah, and so yeah, Morak is like, anything else? I really need to get going.
So what do you recommend we do next?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess try to enjoy yourselves a little bit. So you have a free day. Those are kind of rare, and we might need you for some pretty sketchy stuff. So try to get a little bit of enjoyment out of it.
Do you have any recommendations of where we should go?
Oh, I would try some food. I would maybe visit the lorologist if you have any other questions, learn about the place, go touring around the... you know what? Never mind. Don't go in the forest. Maybe don't tour the forest. It's usually really nice.
You know, that's a good idea. Maybe we'll check out the forest.
Please don't.
Like over in the east.
Yeah, forest sounds great.
The
Let's go
west.
there.
If
Sounds pretty
anything,
good.
the west.
Wait a minute. Fuck!
What?
We need to go visit the horse guy. I didn't get my return on the gold.
Oh, the deposit.
That's true.
Okay, so first we do that, then we go to the forest.
Nope, no forests, please. Thanks.
If
No,
we
not
just
that.
keep going west, will we eventually be east?
Yep.
Neat.
So don't do that. Don't do that either.
Okay, well, seems incredibly strict. Okay, yeah. Okay, great. We'll have some fun.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you guys so much.
No, hold on. I want to circle back around to this west thing. If we go west,
Yep.
is there like a border on the water?
I mean, well, there's lots of water and everything inside this province. You know, we got lakes and rivers and oceans and all that here. But yeah, no, eventually you go far enough and you'll technically be on the eastern, hemisphere.
Oh, maybe it was my assumption from previous maps I've played on, but west is pretty much all ocean.
Oh,
Hey,
no. Nope. That's
Hey,
not true
whatever
here.
happened with that dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that big green bastard?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got it.
Oh.
What do you mean you got it?
Oh, we got it.
Got it.
You got it.
Like, give it
A slice of
home?
cake for breakfast? What'd you
Yeah.
Murdered, chopped up, turned into
Oh.
potions.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
That's
That was my
terrible.
friend.
I mean, I think we did. I'm not one of the dragon seekers, so I just assume we got it.
how
Who
hard
was
is it
that?
to be Dragon Seekers?
Yeah.
We were the gold boys for a day. That's
A
enough.
whole day?
We learned. Uh-huh.
Well, then you're
Yeah,
probably
with
basically
Kirby.
dragon seekers.
Really?
Okay.
No, it'll be like 10
Oh.
years.
If you recall, we did kill a barb devil.
Okay, maybe 9 years.
Well,
What classifies for advanced promotion?
Well, I mean, you just kind of keep doing you. Honestly, with this barb devil thing, we might kind of accelerate your program a little bit.
Yeah.
But listen, you're going to have a couple tasks that are not going to be easy, okay? Unfortunately.
Okay.
And we can do
Alright.
it.
But based on how you perform, we can see about accelerating, you into the guards, and then we can, depending on how you handle the guards, we can see about moving you to the dragon seekers.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I mean, it'll take time. It'll take time.
Okay.
So then
Sweet,
I guess
good talk.
Guess we'll just go fuck ourselves. See you later.
Okay.
Okay. You guys leave?
Yeah, we hit directly into the
Yeah.
forest to the east.
Okay.
Yeah, we go to the horse guy. My fucking gold.
Definitely the horse guy.
Okay. Now we're going to do something that I've never done in a campaign before.
Oh,
And
we're gonna kill everybody.
it's going to seem a little bit weird. Because we are going to jump forwards in time. We are doing...
Wait. F you. Do I get my gold back first?
Yeah. You can get your
Oh,
gold
thank
back.
God.
Okay, how much gold do I get?
You get you gave him 3, the cost was you gave him 5, the cost was 2, so you got 3 back. So we are going to jump forward in time.
What? How far?
Not days or weeks, months.
Whoa.
Oh.
You
shit.
guys-
Oh, no, hold on.
Spend months in Rena.
Oh.
Okay. So far, I'm not liking this. I want to know how much trouble we got in because
Yeah.
that's literally what Slump and I live for.
That's what we're gonna do right now.
Oh, okay, I take it back. How good were we? We were good. I went on autopilot and I was so good. I'm not in prison right now.
So we go through, like, you guys did all of this in 2 days, and you guys go through another 2 days, and the week finishes, and the next week, the whole week, you guys get up in the morning, you go to the sorting hall, and you get your ribbons. You do whatever tasks are assigned to you, and every now and then you get a day off. And through your time in Rena, weeks and weeks and weeks go by and months roll by. You guys learn about the green ink world a little bit more. And what I kind of want you guys to do is we're going to do kind of 2 rounds of you guys describing a day. Tell me about a day that you had during this passage of time. It's a long time. You guys learn a lot. You meet a lot of people. You help Gerby on some days. I don't know, maybe someone gets injured and you have a silver ribbon and you need help on another day. So we're going to go around and you guys tell me one of the days that you thought was important that you did, and we'll kind of hash it out, as kind of a summary. So why don't we start with Galdrick? Why don't you tell me about one of the days in these maybe 2 or 3 months that go by?
Okay. Gonna pick me while my mouth is full.
Yeah. All right. we can pick someone else if you're not ready.
Pick someone else. I got my mouth is full.
Okay, yeah. All right. Jake, what is one of your days?
Okay. Do you want this to... Okay, is this going to be sort of like story relevant to our like new universe character progression? Or do you care if I do throwbacks to White Ink?
This is mostly, I mean, what did you have in mind?
Okay, so I wanted to tear into that calligraphy book.
Yep.
And I wanted to see if I could find any way to try to communicate with Tom.
Yeah.
Like, not like teleport and pop in and be like, "What's up, bud?"
Yeah.
But just sort of like send obscure messages. Like if I could do some like weird poltergeist shit in his universe. And
yeah.
Like, any kind of contact between planes, or otherwise, if that's not possible, just I want to tear through this book and get as much background on like what weaving is, the weird shit that we do, versus like what magic is in this universe. Like if it's the same shit, like however you want me to let me tear into that is what I want to get into.
Yeah, why don't you roll? I'm gonna say this is more than one day. This is like days where I'm thinking, maybe you burned through 2 of your days off. You got your little day off ticket and you just stayed inside and read these notes. There's not a lot of them, but they're kind of hard to read. They don't make a lot of sense. There's holes here and there. You have to start intuiting what the missing words are. I think maybe you go to the House of Knowledge a couple times. Maybe you have a visit to Torlif and you're just trying to decipher these notes. Why don't you roll 2 checks with intelligence to see how much you're able to glean from these?
Ah, fuck.
It's not great, but
does luck exist in this world?
It does.
I'll burn one to
okay.
Get, well, wait, does that make it a 20 or does that make it?
It makes it a 20. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. And there is actually luck tracked on your sheet too. So you can go ahead and mark one of your luck off on the.
I used like fucking none in the first arc, so I'm gonna try to remember to use them this.
Yeah. No, that's a really, really, really good idea. I think that's a really fucking good use of luck. So I think the way this works is day 1. Like this isn't necessarily the next day. This could be a week and a half later that you finally get a day off. You've been working day in, day out, helping. Some days are tough, some days are easy. And finally you get a day off ticket. And you immediately go back to your room and you pull out these notes, and on the first day you get nothing. That's the 8 that you rolled. It's impossible to glean any information from this. The words, there's not enough words to make sentences. The sentences that you can read don't make sense, and you basically spend the whole day in vain. And I think you go to bed very defeated, that it seems like it's an impossible task. These notes seem important, but you can't tell what they mean. And days and days and days pass, weeks pass, and then you get another day off ticket, and you realize like you can't do this on your own. So you go and you ask Torlef what he knows, and he knows not much, and you go looking through other books. And I think probably at one point you ask Lou for help, because you remember that Lou's god is Ogma, the god of knowledge. And I think there's probably, through the assistance of you and a really good prayer from Lou, you get a bit of information from Ogma themselves. And what would have otherwise been almost impossible to read through, you start to make sense of it. These notes are thousands of years old. Many thousands, maybe tens of thousands of years old. And it describes absolutely weaving, like ink. And it's the notes of someone who's trying to figure out what it is they're seeing and weaving. This is a person who can both see ink and weave it, and they don't understand what it is they're seeing, but they're slowly deciphering that certain movements cause spells. And it's almost like the first ever wizard's spell book. It's a description of weaves, it's a description of incantations. And as you go through this, you start to realize that these are just spells. Like when you cast Fireball, you're doing this, and they're describing that as a weave. And this tells you that the weaving in the white ink is exactly the same as magic here. And I think that's what you learn through this time.
Okay, I think Jake was maybe like, he's used to figuring stuff out like this pretty quickly, I guess, being like, hey, surprise, monsters are real.
Yeah.
And his brain just went, okay, cool. I'm just gonna sit in my basement and start reading and figure this shit out because I don't like not knowing.
Yeah.
I think it was maybe super wearing on him that he couldn't get it.
Yep.
And then when it clicked, I think it almost was sort of like white Jake came back to, hey, we're in my basement and I'm practicing these weaves on my shitty rusty little pistol.
Yeah.
And like, I think he just feels a lot more comfortable in the universe now that it makes a little more sense.
Yes. Yeah. I think that makes perfect sense.
Rad. Okay, cool.
Next day, or next person, Lou, why don't you tell me about one of the days that you had?
Okay. I think Lou would definitely want to get into the library and learn more about, because suddenly she's meant to be this kind of devoted person. So learn more about Ogma as a thing. Is there like an assistant to the lorologist, or is it really just him?
It's him and Atom.
Okay. Not like there's no like apprentice learning to be.
That's correct. There is
Okay.
no apprentice to the lorologist.
Okay, then I'd like to get like chummy with the lorologist.
Okay, yeah. I think you get a day where I think you get a gold ribbon day where you're literally tasked to help out Torlef, the lorologist.
Oh, right.
And like Atom got their day off ribbon, their day off ticket, and they get to go prancing around town and eating candy. And everybody eats too much candy here, man. So yeah, Atom takes a day off, and you spend the day with Torlef, and he's a little bit tough to deal with sometimes. He's very demanding, and kind of forgetful sometimes when he asks you to do something, and then you've already done it and he asks you to do it again. But when it comes to the knowledge of things, it is absolutely immaculate. And you learn a lot about the world. You learn that there are the three nations, right? There's Izo, there's Hayland, and there's Ibav. You learn that the leaders, is Ula Kotlans in Hayland. You know that Ramadant is in Ibav, and you know that Jared Kane is the leader of Izo. You know that Izo is militant, like relentlessly militant, and there are civil wars in Izo all the time. You know that Hayland, well, you know a lot about Hayland, right? People help each other. It's very peaceful, but breaking from the system is not tolerated at all. And Ibav is very, very poorly known. When we weave, is it still white ink even here? I think Tech mentioned
shit, I didn't want to disrupt your jam.
No,
Sorry, I was just writing it down.
You are not weaving in white ink. Well, shit, I shouldn't have said that. You have no fucking way of knowing.
Okay.
Damn it. Well, I guess now you know something you shouldn't have known. Fuck. Yeah, you have no way of knowing that. But anyways, now you do. Damn it. And I think as you go in and out of the House of Knowledge, people on the second floor see you going past over and over, and you're wearing the holy symbol of Agma. And some of the followers start to question you about, like, what are you doing? Where are you going? And they want to know, why you're here and why you're helping the lorologist and never coming to the kind of holy meetings.
Oh. Well, I say to them the thing that I'm about to say, which is,
well, Torlif needs help, and so that's the first order of business.
I mean, that's right, but you should really come to some of our meetings. We don't know anything about you, and I mean that you should tell us everything.
Well, I mean, I could come to a meeting, but I haven't really done that before, if I'm honest.
Oh, it's totally fine. We just talk, we learn about each other, learn about all sorts of things. It's really not too bad. And a couple prayers to Agma, no big deal.
How does that work with the whole having to do a thing all the time bit of the rules of the city,
Oh, evenings.
Oh, yeah, evenings.
Yeah,
Okay.
We usually run them in the evenings.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, I'd come to that, sure.
Yeah, and mornings, sometimes early morning before the ribbons are handed out, crack of dawn, we have some meetings then too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna come to those.
Okay, well, good to be honest. And I think you eventually take an evening to go to church.
Lou's pretty wary going in. Doesn't know what's expected, kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think Lou has a small adventure.
Oh.
And I think that adventure will be covered in more detail tomorrow night.
Okay. Awesome.
So, some shit happens. It's gonna be a little bit, kind of incongruous because some shit's gonna happen. And we're gonna, end this time jump and you won't have it, but then you will. So just allow that slush room because some serious shit happens on that day. And it's a day that I think you never forget. It's an adventure that you have all by yourself, and it changes you in some way forever.
Do I lose an arm?
You don't lose an arm.
Well, we'll just see.
You may lose an arm, but you do gain something. But I can't tell you what that is now.
Silver buddy.
Exactly. So yeah.
Awesome. That's great.
Tomorrow we will go over that adventure. Slump, what do you do? What's one of your days? Like this, there's months in there. What is one of the days?
Yeah, so I want to say that what Slump would do is on one of his days off, he would separate from the group, aside from Galdrick probably, who I assume he probably picked up while he was sleeping and put him in a backpack.
Yeah.
And he goes back and intentionally gets a gold ribbon so that he can find Gerby again and take him on an adventure to the mines.
Oh.
Yeah, just go mining around. He knows that he's a kobold and that he fucking is obsessed with stones.
Yeah.
So he... You know, I hate to think that I'm kind of getting sick, man.
I know, man.
I kind of hate to think it because the last 2 times I've gone to the grocery store, I've had little fucking kids coughing like all over my back and all over our shopping cart and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Anyways, yeah. So I would say, yeah, Slump would take Gerby to the mines for a little like kobold adventure.
Yep. I think that's exactly what happened. Like you show up first thing in the morning, like you know when Gerby goes. And you know, usually the person right behind him in line gets the fucking Gerby assignment, and you show up exactly on time, and you fucking deliberately get the taking care of Gerby ribbon. And I think you guys have like a fucking fantastic day. I think you take him to the fucking mines, and like he loves all the shiny shit. You guys get a couple horses, and he's really good with the horses now. Ever since Lou kind of showed him how to be nice to the horses, he's really, really nice to them. I think you guys probably check out some mines on the western side because you don't want Gerby getting eaten by an eastern horror. And you guys go to the mines, and yeah, there's some fancy gems in there, some shiny metals, and Gerby just fucking loves it. Like when he sees that like you are like wanting to spend the day with him, it's a completely different person. Like rather than being a fucking tyrant, like he's fucking following you around and like holding onto your pant leg kind of thing. And like when you're fucking getting ore and gems and shit, like he's fucking like he throws it for himself and he asks you to throw them for him, and he like hides them and asks you to find them. And he just you guys have what like just the most fucking wonderful day together. I think awesome. I think at the end of the day, he's getting like tired and he gets a little bit shitty, and he's getting kind of hissy fitty, and he doesn't want to go to bed, and like he hides from you and you end up finding him. But at the very end of the day, when he's going into the orphanage and you're going back to your place, I think like it's a real kind of growing moment for Gerby, because he's never had people that want to take care of him because he's an asshole.
Sure.
And I think that's a big day for him.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, but question though, but how much money does he make over doing this?
Do you get paid to have a gold band?
No, but
that's
if
the real
you're farming
question.
the mines for fucking stone.
Oh my god. Okay.
True.
So first of all, you do get a bit of money for having a gold ribbon.
Okay.
And you guys are all going to come away with this with a pretty hefty chunk of cash, because this is months of earning. You have to spend some of your gold during the days, right? To like Gerby wants candy, person needs a new walker, you gotta fucking get this cleaned or do that. So you guys are spending some of your money, but you're keeping some too, that's intended. You're supposed to get more money than you need to spend for being a gold ribbon. And I think on these excursions to the mines, I think you make a little bit of extra money. I'll give you a little bit of a bump over the rest because you're finding gems, but I don't think you strike any fucking mother lode or any sort of like huge fucking rich vein. You're getting trinkets for Gerby.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, next, Galdrick, what's one of the days you have?
Okay. So so it's an interesting one. All right. I would like Galdrick to be pretty religious and routine with his shenanigans.
Yeah.
I want him to meet Kirby in the noodle shop every day at 9 p.m.
Okay.
As he promised.
Yep.
And every time I go in there, I want to check in with the butler and
Yep.
essentially see like what the fuck is going on. I'll have a bowl of noodles. I'll talk to Kirby for a while. I obviously invite Slump, and the rest of the group whenever we go.
Yeah.
but I keep the promise to Kirby because I know he's a frail little mouse, and if I don't show up one time, he's gonna fucking lose his shit.
Yep. I was wondering if you're gonna remember that shit.
So I want to keep the promise that listen, I'm gonna be here. You know, if I'm ever like I have to go on a multiple day excursion, I'll tell him. You know, like, hey man, listen, I'm not gonna be here for a week, but I'll be back in a week. Okay, I'll see you in a week, and I'm always there in a week. You know. So I kind of want to do that. I want to talk to the butler, see if there's any progress on the new suit, which I'm sure there isn't, but I'm, you know, but now here's the interesting part. Every time before I go into the noodle shop to like continue with my routine, I want to essentially open a channel to Bahamut.
Okay,
and I want to establish that rapport.
Okay,
like listen, hey, you know, hey buddy, I'm here to stay. I'm going to be here for quite a while, so you and I might as well get used to each other. I'm going to have a direct line. You're going to get used to it. What is your bidding? You know, I kind of want to think he has like the most loyal disciple. And then when I go into the noodle shop, I report essentially to my real god what this fake Bahamut god is up to and whether he's worthy of my servitude. You know?
Okay. So I think the thing that happens is one day, like you're building this rapport, right? It's kind of, you're not asking any questions. You're not trying to push it at all like that. You're just checking in. And for a while, Bahamut really doesn't like the open channel. That's not how that works, right? People pray for their entire lifetimes to get a glimpse of a word, or the most dedicated are who he sends his messages to. And so this kind of nobody, as far as he's concerned, contacting him, he's not happy about it. But as you prove to be like, hey, like, I'm your man, I think he gives you some tasks here and there. Nothing too serious, but stuff that would weed out anyone who was pretending. And you do those, and eventually he starts to trust you, and he doesn't resent the messages anymore, and he's willing to have discussions about the movements of the gods, because he can't trust the other gods. He can't have these conversations with all the other gods about the plots and the machinations. And so it's almost like you're a sounding board for him as it starts.
Okay.
And then eventually he starts to have very, very superficial discussions. And I want you to roll charisma to see how much you can hide from him of your, not your intentions, but like your power. Like, I don't know how to other say, because you're way more than a person, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think you want him knowing just exactly what you are, but he's having discussions with you, and he is prying. So I want you to see how much you can kind of hide from his roll plus charisma.
If this ain't a nat 20, I'm about to burn a luck on this shit. Definite luck.
Yeah.
Definite luck. 100% burn a luck.
Sense.
Let me take one out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I think you do an excellent job. He has absolutely no idea. As far as he's concerned, it's a blip in the system. You have an unknowable ability to contact him directly, and he's kind of believing that he's using that to his advantage, and he has no idea that you're reporting any of this to anyone else, or that you are an angel of another god. And you report this to the butler, and I think the butler doesn't really like it at the start. He's like, whoa, like, hey, what are you doing? I don't want you to report to me about other gods. But then as he kind of gets the shape of what it is you're doing, he's more and more interested, because he is prepping stuff for the green ink, and it's taking a long time. Stuff there takes so long. They start prepping things hundreds of years before the mission's actually assigned. So it's moving slow with your green suit and with the green buildings and all that stuff, but he's learning about the machinations of the gods, and he thinks when the time is right to give you your green suit and you to have your full powers as a white angel in a green suit that will no longer answer to Bahamut, they're getting ready for what that story is going to be, to not, engage the wrath of Bahamut and the gods. So I think you're helping him build the story that he needs to sell when the time comes.
Okay.
Let's do one more quick round. Jake, what's another one of your days?
Oh, fucking think more stuff.
I mean, it doesn't have to be anything important. You guys don't have to try to game it. Like, you can literally just describe like fucking Slump's day off with Gerby kind of thing. It doesn't have to be anything too big. What's a thing Jake would do? What's a thing Jake had to help someone with? Did Jake ever need help?
I think because a lot of the stuff we do that as a helper is sort of like shitty, like mundane stuff.
Yep.
I think I'm just going off the dome.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he's had to like help people move shit.
Yep.
Which he is not a physical specimen, so like it's not a great time. The one time he's like, God, I fucking wish Slump were here, and he's not. He's out prancing around with Kirby.
Yeah.
And I think that because we've been living in this in the same rooms in the inn. Right?
Yep.
So I think Jake is fucking jonesing for like his little doomsday prepper bunker, his like this personal space.
Yep.
So I think like every time someone would move out of a place, I would try to like see if I could squat there for a while until someone else like eventually moved in. Like, I think I probably fucked it up a few times. So like maybe on one of the days it would be like me eyeballing a place that like some old lady moved out of.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, no one's moved in. And then I'd like set up a little table and chair, and maybe that's where I was doing some of my reading and like practicing weaving.
Yeah.
Because Lou's over here trying to fucking do a prayer or like, sleep because she had a hard day gold banding. And I'm like throwing a knife around the room trying to do ninja flips and shit.
Yeah.
So I think every once in a while, like I'll go check and like this old lady's still gone.
Yeah.
So I'll take a chair and I'll just be walking through the street with a chair. Like, just gold banded, me. And I'll move it in. Like, here's a sandwich, here's a playing card.
Yeah.
And I'll leave it in there. And then maybe the next day I'll move in like a shitty box. I'll use a table.
Yeah.
So like over time I'll build it up. And then I think the day that I want to play through is like the one day where it's like pseudo livable, like shitty bachelor pad status.
Yeah.
And I just go in and I like fucking relax and decompress for like the first time since we've been here.
Yep. I think that's exactly what happens. Like, you've been watching this place for so long, slowly building it up. You've got like a couch in there kind of thing. And finally, like it's not much, right? It's not a furnished house. It's just the bare minimum. And like it's not even like you gold banded that day, but instead of going back to the hotel, you go back to this house. And it's absolutely silent in there. Nobody's home. Nobody's talking. There's no fucking tavern downstairs. There's nobody banging on the walls or walking on your roof. It's quiet. All the walls are yours, and you just lay down on the couch. And you hear the soft sounds of the city outside. You hear guards walk by every now and then. You hear a horse go by. And the arcane lanterns in the streets turn on, and the house gets very dark. And I think you have just a fantastic, peaceful night of sleep in this house that you're squatting in. I would like you to roll plus dexterity.
Oh no. It's not great. Do I get shit for my fucking karate headband? Or
yeah, sure. Yeah, add plus one. Add plus one for your. There's no way you prepare with the peanut butter knife, but we'll say you got the headband
that takes
on.
preparation.
Okay. I think a day comes by where somebody is coming. It like knocks on the door on one of the days that you were squatting there. And when you open the door, they're kind of shocked that somebody's there. And they're trying to take, I think they're taking like a census or something like that. And they're like, this house was reported as empty. Is this do you live here, sir?
I imagine like it looks like I was just sleeping there, and it very much looks like I'm living.
You live here, sir?
Oh no, sorry, no way, man. Do I have a band, or do we like give them back at the end of the day?
You give them back. You technically trade them in the morning, so you still have your band.
Sure, I'll like hold up the band and just be like, oh, just a late night helping folks out. We're clearing this for stuff and official use and stuff. Sorry, it's early and shit.
All right, well, we've got this as, this is supposed to be a vacant house, but you didn't buy it or anything, right?
I mean, I guess I could or something. I don't know, but right now we're just working on the stuff, project with the gold band and.
Because if you purchase this house, I could update it. I could update my records if you live here.
No, not right now.
No, you're sure you don't live here?
This seems a little bit like a trap, and I want to say yes, but.
Are you sure? I mean, it would be as easy as just me changing this. It just says vacant, but if you give me your name, I could just put your name down here, and the house would basically be yours if you own it.
Shit, hold on. What was the last name that Goldrick, was it Stout that he used in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't use a different last name? Maybe I'm misremembering.
No, I was just fucking with whoever was like, that was just the OC. Like, what's my last name? It's not Stout.
Okay, yeah. So, Totes. The new owner, I think, is a Goldrick Stout.
All right, and is that you? Are you Mr. Goldrick Stout?
Oh no, like I said originally, sticking to the guns. I'm Mr. Goldband, just helping out the
yes, of course. That makes this is now a very believable story. And Mr. Goldrick Stout, what a fine establishment! What a fine house! How wonderful that's Mr. Goldrick Stout. I never really saw the paperwork for him purchasing it, but you seem like an incredibly trustworthy person. I'll make sure to mark this down as Mr. Goldrick Stout's abode. And I think with that role, Goldrick has a house in Rena.
I'm very happy right now.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell Goldrick. No one else knows about it. Fuck you guys.
I guess that's fucking true. Goldrick owns a house that he doesn't fucking know about.
Now I can find a guy named Tom and keep him in here against his will.
And next is Lou. Lou, why don't you tell me about another day that you had?
I think that Lou, seeing all the bards that are in the House of Knowledge, she gets curious and wants to learn an instrument, and takes up the lute.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Oh damn! I didn't even. Yeah, the lute, exactly, the lute.
Okay, you want to learn the lute. Why don't you roll plus charisma?
Ooh.
Oh no!
It's not very good.
But do I think it's good, or do I, do I realize that it's just not very good?
I think on the first day that we covered, you had an adventure, and you met a man. Not a man, an elf. A chubby male elf named Monsieur Jacques, who is quite good with the lute. And he tried to teach you how to play it.
Yes.
And I don't think you learned very good. But I think he was a good sport about it, but also did not lie to you.
Okay, cool.
I think he was very, oh, that's okay. Like that one's hard. Don't worry. Like keep practicing. It's an improvement kind of thing. It's still very bad. Do not play this in front of anyone. Please, for the love of God, it sounds like garbage, but you're getting so much better when you think on a relative scale.
Yes. That's excellent. That's excellent. So I do try and join in the like Agma whatever youth choir.
Yeah,
At the things. But I just play really softly. And I don't actually connect with the strumming. I just kind of move my fingers on the fretboard.
Yeah, I think fucking like Monsieur Jacques gives you a big fucking thumbs up for like, yeah, that don't fuck up the music, but definitely do try. So like he's like super on board. Like he knows that you're not really playing. And he's like, yeah, fucking like, yeah, take part, but don't ruin it kind of thing.
That's awesome. Well, it's great with Jake being out of the room too. So I'll practice in the room.
Yeah, you practice. I think that's a big reason why fucking Jake leaves. You pick up the fucking loot. Yeah, you pick up the fucking loot.
I would be supportive.
Totally.
I think
but I would leave as soon as possible.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's exactly how that goes.
What is the song that people learn on?
Hot Cross Buns.
Hot Cross Buns. Is there a fantasy Wonderwall?
Oh
Fantasy
my God.
Wonderwall, yeah. Everyone learns Magical Force Wall,
Love it.
which it keeps all the lyrics. The on all the words are about keeping the nations safe and separate.
Excellent. I'm going to work on the lyrics and I'm going to make you all listen to the whole thing next week.
Oh my God. Okay,
Nope.
perfect.
Not real.
Can't
Okay.
wait.
Slump, let's go over another one of the days that you did.
Yeah, so I would say for his second day. So do you know what a beef eater is?
Oh yeah, those are the guards
Yeah.
at the
Yeah,
with the big hats.
Buckingham Palace. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So I'm gonna say that Slump will spend some of the cash that he earned doing his gold bandisms and some of the cash that he earned by selling rocks that he found with Gerby to
Yep.
go to like pawn shops around Halen.
Yep.
And or wait, no, are we in Halen right now?
Halen is the province. The city is Rena. Yep.
Sorry, Rena. Okay, so I'd say that Slump would go around to the different like pawn shops in Rena and pick up equipment that looks like Balrog equipment, and then he would go and spend, because I think it would be out of character for Slump to be exceedingly investigative, like in terms of story progression. I don't think Slump would be smart enough to sort of do that. So I would say, but I still want to do something that might be able to provide us some more insight. And what I'd like to do is have Slump basically like not really stake out, but like I want him to spend a day watching the guards that are around the tower.
Oh,
a whole day.
Yeah.
And then maybe at some point, because he's just in awe or whatever, he goes up with his little fucking garbage fucking Salvation Army fucking Value Village bargain bin guard outfit, and maybe he like stands near them, not near enough for them to really consider, but like 20 feet away, he just stands in the exact same pose and just looks intimidating at everybody.
Okay, now this is interesting. So as time progresses, I think you do this once or twice. I think this happens a couple times, because the first time you do it is pretty soon after we started a time jump. And Slump, you sit there and like you can barely even see them breathing. They don't move. Their eyes follow people who ever walk too close, but they never move. They stand in this 10-person line right in front of the gate, not moving at all. The only thing that moves are the flags that are attached to their poleaxes. And I think like you want to go kind of stand close to them. And as you approach them, like when you're like maybe 20 feet away, you start to feel this like pressing on your brain. Like something is pressing the primal fear button. You're not terrified. You're not terrified, but you can feel that almost like rising sense of panic. And you get a little bit closer, and then that feeling is so uncomfortable. Like you feel like you're doing something wrong when you take another. And so I think you kind of step back, and that's when you feel like you want to go get a guard's outfit. Like maybe they just obviously saw that you weren't a guard and maybe they were doing something, right?
Okay.
So then, a couple weeks pass and you get your guard outfit and you go to watch them again, except this time you only see 5 standing at the front. And then you hear soft thumping as you see the other 5 patrolling around the tower exterior, walking with absolute, like, you've been in the white ink. This seems almost like mechanical exactitude in their steps. Like if Slump could count, he could count perfectly the number of seconds that pass when a guard goes by again, and it's the same every single time. And
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and I think this time you put on the guard outfit and you go stand near them, and again, like, they look at you, and when they look at you, you don't feel anything. But then when you get within that like 20-30 foot range, it's like this menacing feeling on the back of your brain that says like, fucking stop, get the fuck out, fucking no. And like, it's so primal that even Slump, you can't rationalize why you feel that way, but it's this oppressive sense of overwhelming panic and fear as you get closer. And so you don't get too close, but you stand there with the guard outfit and it has absolutely no effect. They watch you, but they never move. The 5 at the front never move, and the 5 who are walking never change their pace at all. And you get this sense that like well, you know what? Okay, why don't you roll 3 checks with intelligence over like the 3 days that you watch them, and let's see what you get from this.
Absolutely nothing.
Fucking holy shit. Absolutely fucking nothing. I think one day you stand outside the wrong fucking building. I think with the natural one day you stand outside the fucking candy shop and fucking wonder why the guards aren't there.
Yeah. That sounds perfectly real. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And Galdrick, why don't we do your last day?
So Galdrick is still very, I've already established he's been very disciplined and very religious with his routine.
Yep.
I would say, can I just add something else to his routine? I don't really have like a day because
go ahead. Yeah, just add something else to the routine. That's totally good.
Can I spend some time just for the sake of flare practices?
Yeah.
Not looking to improve anything. I want to say Galdrick practices with his crossbow, his pistol, because his pistol was like very iconic for him, and him not being able to suddenly weave ink into it whenever the fuck he wants is a little strange.
Yeah.
So I want to say he just fucking practices trying to figure out how to embellish his shots like he normally would, how he always has.
Yep.
So I would honestly just say that.
Yeah. Okay. I think that absolutely works. I think you start to realize that this is more than just a crossbow, right? This is your pistol. And as you start to think of things, the bolts change. And it's not just shooting a crossbow bolt. Like, you start thinking, it's like, I want the fucking galaxy destroying gun, right? And it just shoots a fucking crossbow bolt. And then you're like, I want to shoot the dancing bullet. And it just shoots a fucking crossbow bolt. And then you think, I want a fucking like tar gun. I want something to shoot fucking sticky bullets. And when it shoots the crossbow bolt, the bolt explodes into a spider's web and envelops something. And you start to feel that connection with the gun in a different way. Somehow the gun is the same and it's you that changed. And you need to adjust yourself rather than the gun. And as you start to understand the limitations of you and this body that you have in this world that you're in, you start to realize that the gun really can do some weird shit that most crossbows cannot do. And I think that kind of really starts to open up the Galdrick's gun ability. I think you start to really dial in all the different kinds of shit you can do with that crossbow bolt.
Cool. Yeah, I want him to spend months practicing this. I imagine he's like trying to essentially try to relearn how to use an arm.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's exactly how to describe it. I think that's exactly, and I think over the months of practice, you start to realize that this crossbow still has incredible potential. You just needed to understand it.
When I accidentally when I figure out like maybe I learned how to do that web thing.
Yep.
I wanna like just hold it and be like, there you are, baby.
Yes. Yes. There is this moment where there is a connection, and you feel it and you remember it. And then we come back. It's been months. You guys have lived so long in this city. I think in some ways you start to forget Cowhearth. You forget Quentin a little bit. You never forget Kirby, because Galdrick shows up every night to go talk to Kirby, and you guys, as often as you can, you guys show up too, and you all see Kirby. And I think for a little while there's a lot of tears because you guys can't visit anywhere else other than the noodle shop. But I think then you start to build your own lives. You guys get into this grind, and you're learning and you're building, and so is Kirby. Kirby is learning how to live in Matrillion, learning how to live without you guys being able to come, physically support him. And he's building his life as well. And you guys, for all intents and purposes, become full-on citizens of the Green Ink. This becomes your whole world. And Lou is a little bit different, but unfortunately we can't go into too much detail about what that is right now. But let me tell you, next week, you guys are gonna find some stuff has happened to Lou. So, you guys we come back one morning. Where are you guys? There you guys are. I'm gonna move you guys back to the sorting hall, because now we're in the morning, months later, and you guys are at the sorting hall. I guess we can just go to the sorting hall map. Sorting hall. You guys are at the sorting hall. And when Gerby gets there, so you're not going for a Gerby day. Somebody else gets Gerby. And you guys are like in the line in front of him. And like just absent-mindedly, you're pushing his hand away from some lady's pocket where he's trying to get the coins out of her pocket. Like, you guys are so familiar with Gerby's shenanigans that like you can kind of handle him without even thinking about it. And you guys walk up to Atlily, the Yuan-Ti pureblood, with the snake eyes and the scales on her bronze skin. When you guys walk up to her, you've built a good rapport with her. She's the only one you guys ever really talked to. And so you guys know her very well. And when you walk up, her slitted snake eyes greet you warmly, and she holds up a set of gold ribbons she had so many times in the past. But then her face goes very serious. And she says, well, my friends, today is unfortunately the day that Morak had kind of told you about. Today is the day we're going to need your help. I can't ask this in good conscience. Sorry, I can't assign this in good conscience, so I have to ask. This isn't quite guard duty. This isn't a red ribbon, but it almost is. I need you to accompany the guards to investigate some of the eastern farms. There's been developments, and we need your eyes out there. You're the only ones who's seen anything discussing this horror from the east, so you have to be there. Will you accept these gold ribbons and help the guards?
Why can't you give us red ribbons yet, huh? Trust us to help the guards, but not to be guards?
Being a guard is a very, very serious matter. I don't. It's not quite ready to
This
get the
isn't?
red ribbons.
This isn't a serious matter.
This is.
You don't want to be. You don't want to be a guard. You don't.
I don't want to be a guard. Never mind.
No. You don't want to be a guard. You don't want to be a guard.
Tom doesn't want to be a guard.
You remember?
Being a guard
Do you remember?
sucks.
Do you remember what? Do you remember what Kirby was? You want to be Kirby?
Yeah. No. Yes. No. Yes.
Think about
no.
it. Think about it.
Yes.
Think about it.
No.
If you
No.
want to be a guard, I'll help you be a guard, buddy.
No. Slump doesn't want to. No. Slump doesn't want to do anything without his routine done.
Oh, you're just, okay.
Never mind. Slump changed his mind. Being a guard sucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Stupid. It's
Well,
a
will
stupid
you
job.
help the guards with this?
Only if Teeny Tot does.
Only if.
What do they need help with?
Well, they need to investigate some of the eastern farms, and it's not going to be. Well, I mean, maybe it's perfectly safe, but it might not
What?
be.
What do we get out of it?
Well, this will be the first step in expediting your tracks to, if you want to become guards, this will be the first step to that. If you want to become dragon seekers, we can move you quickly along. This is a big
I like
ask.
That seems.
This is a big ask, and it will be rewarded with a large kind of allotment of time and work that people put
Right.
years in. We can qualify you for that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
That sounds good to
Lou?
me.
Jake?
Yeah, I want to do it. I want to find out what's going on in those farms.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go find out what's going on at farms.
Jake?
Could we get like a cool ribbon? Well, not dragon seekers, but maybe like the devil seekers.
Yeah, like maybe a
Devil
purple.
seekers.
Well, isn't that what the thing was? It was like a devil.
Well, that's true. Yeah. We're the devil seekers.
The Devil Seekers.
It's much better than our last name, which was Slump and Friends. That was awful.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll look into creating the devil seekers for you.
Hey, no need, dude. I already got it. What color you guys
Okay.
want?
Purple.
Boom, done.
Those aren't
Hell
legal.
yeah.
Those are not
Look
legally
how good they
binding.
look.
Cool.
Oh, right, I take
Kenneth
mine and
guy
I put it on
asking
very
for our
pridefully.
help.
Okay. Well,
All right.
Yeah, guy,
Let's
frick
go.
off.
East.
Okay. Well. Okay. All right.
Thank you, I love you though. Thank you for
This is the same
all
guard
that you do.
originally like escorted us, right?
No, this is the actual sorting hall woman, the kind of snake
Oh, okay.
Snake lady.
Yeah, the snake
Yeah.
lady, who hands you your ribbons every day. And she's actively holding up a bunch of gold ribbons.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry.
I mean, we could take those too and just kind of braid them. That'd be pretty cool.
Please don't braid the legal.
You could braid 'em together.
Please don't mess with the gold
And then Slump
ribbons.
could wear it on his head.
Yeah.
No,
Can I,
you need to
can
wear
I
it on your
cast
wrist.
magic weapon on mine to make it purple?
Yeah, sure, you do that. And she's like, oh no, please no. Oh, please no. Please don't do that. Don't do that now, please. Could you change it back? Could you please change it back?
I don't know, man. It's magic.
Okay, that's
You
yeah.
tell me. Maybe it'll wear off. I don't know. Hey, let's get busy like a moth in a mitten. Ha
Okay.
Mittens.
All right, I need you to go to the Tower of the Healing Hand. You'll need this certificate to get you past the guards. Don't try talking to the guards. They're not really the anointed. Don't talk to the anointed at the front. Just show
the
them
big
this.
demon
yeah.
dudes?
Well,
With the horns?
yeah, they're not demons.
Well, I mean, you know,
Can
potato,
I have
potato.
one?
Demon freaks.
Okay.
Can
We
I
got-
have one?
We got a lot of
Freak
problems. We got a lot of problems right here, right now.
Can I? No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not.
For the
I
government.
like how we just had a whole month of good relations with this lady.
Disgusting.
Okay.
What
Well.
is wrong with you? Why are you so freaked out by them?
Look at them. They don't do things. They just stand and do make Slum's brain feel weird. They should be illegal. Send them back to where they came from.
Oh my god.
It just okay.
Take away their right to vote.
Can I? Oh my
Oh
god!
my God. Okay, we've got a big problem now. Big
dear.
problem.
Oh boy.
Oh, do they vote?
Nobody votes.
Whoa,
This is-
That's a separate
Oh wait,
issue, I
Bula
guess.
wasn't democratically elected.
No, she's more like a
what the
tyrant.
fuck? Oh, that's not a good word.
Oh,
Overlord?
Well, it depends on.
No,
it
that's
depends on
cool.
the tyrant. No, it depends
Emperor.
dictator?
On the, Ooh, I
Dictator's
like
a
that
good one.
Okay.
I
Like a dictator. She dictates and we just do.
Oh, well, that's upsetting.
No,
I
but
like
Good to know, I guess.
no, she's very, very nice, but definitely nobody votes.
I like it. All hail the emperor.
Yes, thank you very. That's the spirit. All hail the Emperor Ula
Yeah,
Cotlins.
let's have more demon slaves or devils,
Yes,
whatever the thing is.
exactly.
Thank you.
Now you're talking.
It
Okay.
looks like you
boy.
might be good enough to get upstairs.
Okay. Now.
I'm
So
gonna lean over to Lou and be like, "Holy fuck, this place is weird."
It's really scary here all the time.
So she pulls out a piece of paper and heats a wax, like a stick of wax, presses it on there, presses a seal of the sorting house onto it, and she says, "Okay, when you go there, hold this up for the anointed to see. Do not give it to them. Then,
Oh, okay. What happens if we give it to them?
well, you'll probably never get it back, and you need it.
Oh.
So show it to them. They'll open the doors, get inside the tower, and then hand this to someone inside. I don't know who's working today. When you go inside the tower, it'll be the person on the inside of the doors.
Got it.
And hand this to them. Don't hand
Do
this to
give
the
it-
anointed.
The guards, give it to them.
Yeah,
I want to take the scroll and then I want to give it to Lou.
All right, that's probably a good idea. So please head to the Tower of the Healing Hand. Report to Cinna. That was the guard that was here with you on the very first day. The Tabaxi. So go meet Cinna in the guards tower, and then you're going to need to meet Rysco in the Archmage's sanctum.
Sork Mark and the Flork Nerg Narg.
Okay. Somebody else heard it, right? Somebody else got the words that I said?
Cinna in the guard tower, and who
Yes.
was the second person?
Rysco.
Rysco, you got it. In the Archmage's tower. Sanctum.
In the Archmage's sanctum,
Pretty much
yes.
what Slump said, yeah.
Yes, exactly what Slump said. Everybody listen to Slump.
All right.
Okay.
So Slump is big and smart.
Slump is big and smart, and he understood it. So
That's
the
right.
rest of you need to listen to him.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What? What's that? Hey, what's that? Hey. Okay. Okay.
Oh God.
Well,
So Slump, where are we going?
shut up. That's where we're going. Shut up, Teen Tot.
Yes, yeah, I got it.
Okay. So,
You okay?
what would you guys like to do?
The thing we're supposed to do.
Okay, just making sure.
Exactly
Just
to
making
the
sure.
letter. We go there and we hand over the sealed thing to the
To the-
guard.
to
Just
the
hand
guards.
it right over to them. Yep.
Yeah, to the guards. Look
Yep.
them
To the
directly in
guard.
the eyes and give
I
them.
handed it to you because I thought you were doing it right.
I'm not going to.
My trust is betrayed.
Okay, so you guys are in the city of Rena, in the province of Hayland. And as you are walking around the Tower of the Healing Hand, you see that large wall that kind of protects the inner courtyard. And you see the guards walking around, and like you feel them before you see them. You all get that sense of impending kind of primordial menace when they get close. So you give them a wide berth, as does everybody else. And then you come to the front gate where the 5 guards are. And kind of at a fair distance, you hold up the sheet. And all of their eyes immediately lock onto it. And you don't give it to them, right?
That's right.
That's
No,
right.
I hold it up in front
Okay.
of me with two hands, like I'm picking somebody up from the airport, and it's a sign.
Yep. And two of them kind of on the opposite sides. I'll draw it. Freehand, sure, that works. Okay, that's great. That's wonderful. So yeah, kind of like the guys on the far sides, they walk back and they start pulling on these massive chains. Like, Slump, you don't even think you could move these chains. They're so fucking huge. And all those complicated gear work start turning, and these two massive gates open up. And for the first time ever, you see the courtyard inside the outside the Tower of the Healing Hand. And when you guys step forward to start passing through that gate, you don't feel that sense of menace.
Oh.
That oppressive aura is kind of gone.
Interesting.
But there is something else that you do feel as soon as you cross that threshold. And
I cast blink.
this is a feeling that you have not felt for a long time. I think
I don't know why my music.
I don't like this.
I gotta reload. Okay, hold on. Stop talking. Shut
Yep.
up. Shut up. Because roll 20 fucking sucks.
why are you so
Okay.
bad at roll 20?
Go ahead.
Okay. You notice something that is horribly unsettling. You forgot what this felt like. In your minds, you feel a whisper. Or
Fuck you, Garvin.
it's
Yes.
more like a presence. It's like it's a faint echo of what it felt like when Kerr was prying into your minds,
Oh shit.
Oh God.
or when Time Killer was slowing down time to ask you questions, or when Volos was pressing on you. It's faint, but something of reality warping power has just begun monitoring you.
Oh God.
Remember when I said I cast blink? I actually do. Well, I guess when, we crossed the threshold. Wow, we crossed the threshold
Yeah.
into like the courtyard
Yeah.
beyond the outer wall, or we're in the main structure.
In the courtyard.
Okay, the guards don't enter the courtyard; they stay outside on the perimeter wall.
That is correct.
Okay, what the fuck is in the courtyard?
The stone on the bottom is a different color. It's much more polished, much less tread on. But it is like a greenish gray marble.
Are there any people out here?
There are no people.
And did the dudes close the gate? / are they still oogling us with their primordial menace?
You no, they closed the gate and you do not feel their primordial menace.
Okay, dope. I would like to do whatever I do to activate my bracelet of almost invisibility.
Okay.
And cast,
Yeah.
And actually cast blink, like for real cast blink.
When you activate the bracelet, it's almost like that sense focused. And when you cast blink, you don't.
Ah, you motherfucker. Okay.
And
I got it,
that
okay.
that attention, that monitoring becomes a razor. And you feel that sense of panic from the guards at the front. And it's 10 o'clock.
Go inside a little faster, dudes!
And we will call it there.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
G fucking G's, dudes.
We just found the planar key, no problem.
Yeah, no big deal. Time to navigate this one carefully.
No problem. I shoot.
We're all dead. Full party kill. I'll be back next week with my character controls.
Awesome. Thank you guys so
sick.
much. Thank you guys so much.
See you guys next week.
Yep, I'll see you guys next week.
Thank you
soon.
guys.
Bye, chat.